Yo guys, what up? It's the kid, 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 it's the kid. We're still here trying to say what's up, trying to live. Guys, the transfer, guys, things are heating up right now. We've got a three-way Salinki. We're going to talk the Sil, not Tego Sil. We're going to talk Bernardo Silva, Nardo Sil. We're going to talk Frenkie. We're going to talk Gavi. Not Gavi's mom. We're going to talk your boy Gavi. And we're even going to look back and really divulge into Darwin Nunez as well. So I'm obviously expecting a few guys to come and assist me on this whole transfer thing. But things are going to pop off because I'm looking at the United, City, and Barcelona kind of trio thing around there, and it's looking interesting because I'm looking at something that could actually benefit all parties, but I'm not really sure how it benefits Man City. But there's a way in which United can get what they want and Barca can get what they want if they can scratch each other's backs. So guys, as we all do with these things, but remember to, if you want to join in, well, like the vid, subscribe if you're new, and if there's anything you want to suggest and so forth, feel free to use the super chats function. We call them dubs up in those piece, and the dubs help you to put Jesus up on its flipping rafters, keeps me well fed, and makes sure that I give that 100% content crackini. Before we go in there, guys, I was watching some footage of, let me just two things. Watching some footage of Hazard because I never want to watch when Hazard plays well because it gives me false hope. But I was just, I was out and about, so I was on the train, and then I looked at some footage of Hazard against Poland. It's there. It is there, which is why it frustrates me that, because especially when we live in a world where we don't have those guys with that kind of amazing flair of flamboyance on the ball, which is what I always look for. It's so annoying that there has to be an explanation of what happened to Hazard. What happened to Hazard between saying what's up for Chelsea and moving over to Real Madrid? I have no idea, and I don't believe him that he's going to give his best next year. No. I've taken too many else. And shout out to your boy Emin. He sent me like a DM of Maradona. Just Maradona doing his thing. I respect Messi. I get it. Messi has better output, better XG. He has the passing and so forth. Just for me, it's a personal preference thing. This is not being objective. As a personal preference, Maradona, he is the GOAT. He is the GOAT. When you look at the way he played, because I'm not looking at it on the face value, it's just his psychology. It's what he is doing on the pitch. And you mix it with his personality, and it's partially because he brought his personality to the game. Like anybody who loves football and understands the soul and the passion of football, because not many people do. People that really understand the soul and the core of football know that, this man, he's like, Maradona is the GOAT. Maradona is the GOAT. Like, for me, he is the guy. Maradona is that guy because he is the only player who married high technique with superb passion. Before you go, just go and look at Life is Life. When Maradona, I think it's Napoli, and he just does like keepy-ups. When you just look at his ball control as he's doing keepy-ups, you're like, nah, this dude is different. This dude is different. So, guys, let's get into right now to our first thing. I want to talk about Nardo. I want to talk about your boy Nardo. Now, a City fan said that I shouldn't add this upon the stream. City fan said, get Bernardo Silva off your flipping stream. You see, the beauty about this transfer stuff is everything is a rumor. But the exciting thing is we talk about it. Whether it's true or not, it is still cool to talk about it and permit us to, what if? Now, let me just give you a simple fact here. This isn't like my opinion. I don't give opinions. I give you facts. So don't argue with me. What I'm saying is a cold-hearted fact because I know what I'm talking about. Bernardo Silva is the most talented player at Man City. That's not my opinion. That's a scientific fact. He is the most naturally talented player at Man City. That is a fact. It's a complete fact. I couldn't give a damn about what De Bruyne does. I don't care about Foden. I don't care about Sterling. I don't care about any of those. Mahrez is cool. Mahrez might be the second most. But the City's best football, Ilkay Gundogan is close. Gundogan, I think Gundogan might be second. It's either Gundogan or Mahrez might be second in terms of just the most talented. But clear and away, he is the most talented and the best player at Man City. And I always say to myself that, has he ever been treated that way? Has Pep truly viewed Bernardo Silva as, oh my gosh, you are my best player? He is he is a better player than De Bruyne. De Bruyne might be more effective in ways, but see, people keep forgetting this. I'm not hating. It's because see, I do my research. Correct me if I'm wrong. When City got 98 points, wasn't De Bruyne missing for most of the season? And when they got 98 points, who were the two key players that helped them get 98 points? Without De Bruyne, it was Bernardo Silva and Sterling. Sterling is not a great football player. He's effective, he's a pace merchant. So there is no debate as to who is better. Bernardo Silva is better than Sterling. So I'm sorry, if we look at the evidence ahead of us, Bernardo Silva, he is the better player. And should we even go further? Let's look at the UCL. Both legs against Real Madrid. Hey, here he is, bro. What's up? Both legs against Real Madrid. If you look at both legs against Real Madrid, so if you look at both legs against Real Madrid, do you know what? First leg, who scored that fantastic superb goal? Bernardo Silva. In the first leg. In the second leg, whose crazy reverse pass went to Mahrez? Bernardo Silva. We're still looking for De Bruyne in that second leg. We're still looking. We're still looking at De Bruyne. We're looking for him. We can't find him. He's that dude. So the thing here is, I guess, it doesn't matter whether it's true or not. The thing here is there is a belief that Barcelona are looking to get Bernardo Silva. But this links into Frenkie De Jong. But let's just first deal with this. Now, it's all dependent on if Barca can get a little of that cheddar money, because Barca, these guys are poor. I don't care when anyone says, Casey, you're poor. Casey, your club is poor and your club is paying for theft in Onan. I hired a witch doctor to make sure that you guys suffer. So it was me who hired Bartomeu. It was me who made sure that you guys are bankrupt and freaking poor, because you guys are poverty merchants for you stealing in 09. But let's just say, Bernardo Silva would be absolutely amazing for Barcelona. This would be absolutely 100% amazing for Barcelona. If they are able to bring in this dude, it'd be flipping amazing. And if I'm Bernardo Silva, I would really be interested. That would be a very attractive option. Because guys will say, wait a minute, why do you want to leave Pep, one of the best coaches in the world? Yeah, I get that Pep is a UCL flop and he relies on money to get anything done, because he's been a bum-ass failure without Messi and Xavi. But why would I want to leave where you rule domestic football right now? Because Pep has made domestic football irrelevant. And why would I want to leave a team who, let's keep real, even if Bernardo Silva goes to Barca next year, you can put your money down that City will get further than Barca. They'll flop in the UCL as well, because Pep is a UCL flop who relies on Messi. We get that, but they will get further in the UCL than Barcelona. But I think for Bernardo Silva, it's like, I want to go where I will really be appreciated and where it really fits for me. Because Bernardo Silva has been good and everything, but I feel like he would flourish to an even a higher degree in that Barca situation. Because now we're obviously going to get to Gavi, because who knows? But let's just say Barca sort out the whole Gavi thing. You have Pedri. If you give me Gavi, Pedri, and Bernardo Silva on the same team, that's a very, very exciting, interesting midfield. That's a very interesting midfield. And if I'm Bernardo Silva, I think Barcelona for me represents a more exciting project, especially if they get Lewandowski. So if you have Lewandowski, you have Bernardo Silva, you have Pedri, you have Gavi, that's high. That's high. So twist on honest, if I go to your boy, yes. I mean, if you twist to the other side, Man City would be idiotic to sell Bernardo Silva. They would be stupid. Hence why I don't think this will happen. Because I don't think City would be that stupid to allow Bernardo Silva to go. If I'm Man City, he's unsellable. That's if I'm Man City. I just don't know how they treat it, because I believe City view De Bruyne as more untouchable than Bernardo Silva, which is stupid. I would sell De Bruyne first before I sold Bernardo Silva. I'd sell neither, but for me, the De Bruyne is expendable. Bernardo Silva is not. Bernardo Silva for me, no, this guy is crucial and pivotal to my team. So For me, if I'm Man City, there is no price you can give me for where I'm selling this dude. No, now, okay, if you give me 250 or something, okay, but 50, 60, 70, 80, 100, 120, no. No, he's too important for my team. So I am assuming that Pep realizes how important he is and realizes that no, there's no price you can give us that will allow us to give you homeboy. But again, but Pep is maybe arrogant enough to think that no, I'm the main dude. There's no player that is more important than me because I'm the most important guy. So look, man, I mean, like, yeah. So what are you saying with this whole thing, man? Do you see a scenario crazy enough in which Man City are stupid enough and dumb enough to think that the industry plans De Bruyne is more important than Bernardo Silva and then actually sell Bernardo Silva?
HH, that same exact thought came to my head that you just said. I will sell De Bruyne before I sell Bernardo Silva, 110%. Me personally.
Wait, sorry. Say again.
No, I agree with your premises that, but this guy is so important to Pep's system. Like that's people need to understand that. Like Bernardo Silva is just like
no. But yes, does Pep view that? Do you think Pep believes that no, this guy is super important to my system? Or like, I have De Bruyne.
No,
I have other guys. Whatever.
I think he might move because last season, because it's weird because this is the second season in a row, second summer in a row where Bernardo Silva is potentially leaving Man City, and it's crazy. I think it's absolutely crazy. Last season he was linked to Arsenal, which is a disgrace. Which is an absolute disgrace.
He was never touching Arsenal. Man.
There was Arsenal fans I know personally that was saying that they rather have James Maddison than HH. Like I sometimes football fans
mad.
sometimes are just
it's not football fans, Arsenal fans. They sniff cocaine.
Sometimes things you hear, but HH, I believe if City gets a good offer for Bernardo Silva that they will sell him. I think if a fee around 60 million is what they probably would say yes to. I generally believe he's underappreciated at City. I don't think City appreciates him, and I don't think City views him as highly as maybe they definitely should, in my general opinion. Because for me, this guy is so massively important. Because tell me a position where he doesn't play. That's the crazy thing about Bernardo Silva. He plays every position. Like he plays center midfielder. He plays as a left winger, as a right winger. He plays as a false nine. Well. He false nine. He's like he makes a whole. Hence the term when they have the depth, he makes them have depth.
So why do you think he will leave then? What makes you say that he will leave?
I think it's more of I think. Because especially who he's linked to, FC Barcelona. I think FC Barcelona will be. I think he will. I think he'll be okay with moving to Barcelona. I just think. I think in my mind that makes sense.
Okay. So you believe that City would be happy to sell him for the right price?
For the right price, yes. I mean, they were willing to sell him last season. Let's not kid ourselves, guys. The City, and Patrick is here. City was willing to let him go last season.
No. But Patrick is saying nah.
No. I mean, it's interesting what 12 months does. The perspective of Bernardo Silva last season was like they were okay to let him leave because he wanted to leave. That was the reality. He wanted to leave. He felt like he was underappreciated, and I still think he feels the same way. And I think. From everything that he has done for Man City, everything that he has won in Man City, I think he would not be against moving to Barcelona. And frankly, I think he will actually be happy with that move. And I believe if Man City gets money for him, if they get the 60, 70 million that they're probably quoted for him, they would definitely take it 100%.
Okay, Patrick, look, man. What are we thinking about Bernardo? Are we all missing the points here? So forth? Does Pep truly appreciate Bernardo Silva?
First of all, thank you for having me on. What's up, guys? How you doing?
Hey, what up?
How you doing, guys? The reason why I'm laughing is, and the reason why I wanted to come on this is, it just shows me that nobody follows Man City news. Nobody follows what Man City is doing. Nobody follows what we actually do. I think people. Look, I do the same. Sometimes I come in and I'll say something, but I never know what exactly is happening. So for Bernardo Silva to stay last season, it was Pep Guardiola who sat down and begged him to stay. So he asked him to stay. Said, "Give me a season, and if you don't still like playing under me, it's up to you to do whatever you want." Pep has said multiple times that for Bernardo Silva, as long as I'm here, I will never allow this guy to leave because this guy is a treasure. That's what he said, and I have the videos. He said it. Now, what's more funny is when Pep was playing golf, was it days ago? They asked him in Barcelona that Bernardo Silva, Barcelona want. He looked at the camera and smiled and said, "Good luck to them. They'll find it very difficult to get him." Uh, Bernardo Silva has been put at 120 at the starting price of negotiation. He's got 3.5 years on his contract, or 3 years on his contract. How is Barcelona going to scoop him? Because that's the issue. If Barcelona have money, they have to cough up 120. No, I'm telling you, Man City is not going to receive 60 for Bernardo. We literally just sold Ferran Torres for 55 to the same team, Barcelona. You think we're going to sell Bernardo Silva for 60, 50, and we'll take that? I don't think they would. They've even refused Frenkie De Jong. They've said no. They've said no. It's cool. If you want, we can talk money, but we're not going to swap with Bernardo Silva. And by Pep saying good luck, and they will find it difficult to find him, to buy him. I'm pretty sure that's him saying, try and see if you can get him.
Oh no, because see, my thing here is, I hope and I wish that he is actually appreciated by Pep. That's my hope. But my feeling from the outside in is, even when, because why did he even have to have that talk with Bernardo Silva that he would never have with De Bruyne? Is because he wasn't really playing him. And he was in a rotational thing. And Bernardo was like, well, I want to play more. And because I'm not playing more, I don't feel as trusted. And I feel that there should never have ever been a situation where Bernardo Silva isn't the first name on that team sheet. Because I believe that he's just a better and I believe more important player than De Bruyne. De Bruyne is still important, but if we are grading it, I think Bernardo Silva is a better player and a more important player than De Bruyne. So my thing is, I feel that he appreciates him, but to a certain extent, but not to a large extent. And this is what I said even before he came in. I said that I don't think it will happen because I don't think City are stupid enough to sell him. Because I think that City are smart enough to realize, I know that this guy is one of our best players. So I'm just saying, in a crazy world and so forth, if it happens, it would be a huge loss for Man City, and I think it would be a massive gain for Barcelona.
Yeah, but where is Barcelona? Because I'm thinking if Pep as the same as David Moyes has said, 120 we start talking. Where are those criminals robbing 120 from? Because my God,
Patrick, I keep hearing that these guys are bankrupt and so forth. Like, but Barca fans say, "Oh no, we're not. You know, we just have to just adhere to the Liga rules." I say, "No, you guys are poor. You have no money." But they keep claiming that they have money from somewhere. So I have no idea where they get the money from.
But then let's be frank.
Yes, sir.
This is Barcelona. They're gonna find the money from somewhere, because I agree with you.
But they still need to adhere to La Liga rules.
But it's just like, it doesn't make sense. There's just not a single player that's leaving Barcelona. At least if like there's some random like Umtiti, Longley, somehow some player.
Is that guy still alive?
Patrick, that's the funny thing.
Patrick,
it's like,
Patrick, if I'm earning north of 200,000 a week, I'll be very alive. Trust me. My house will be beating 5 times faster if I'm earning 200,000 for pretty much just going to training.
But it's still like,
yes,
this is what the whole, like, Patrick said something, and I like, now the more I think about it, I'm like, this is becoming beyond ridiculous at this point. Lewandowski, they apparently signed Frank Kessie. Who else? Who's the other player? Now they're
Christensen.
Apparently they're interested in Alonso. Apparently now they're interested in Bernardo Silva. How are they willing to sign all these players if they don't sell anyone?
Bro, by the way, apparently Christensen and Kessie can't be registered.
That makes no sense. It's like, not a single player is leaving. Yet they signed all these players, though.
No, we'll get there. Though we'll get that. So how that's going to happen? Cole, talk to me. What's your thing on those whole Bernardo Silva thing? Is that his jersey?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I'm not gonna ask.
No, I
Just
got it from a pickup game. I got it
Cool.
from
I
a
said
pickup.
I did. I'm not gonna ask. I just said no. Just keep talking.
I'm
All right,
not a
just
Leeds fan. It's just
cool.
the
I just wanted to ask the question. It's fine. You wear a Leeds jersey. Thank you.
Cole,
So
weren't you a Man City fan, by the way? Once upon a time.
cool. Talk about Bernardo Silva, please. Talk about Bernardo Silva.
All right. Yeah, no, he would be an amazing signing for Barcelona. I think he's been the most effective player in Man City. Last season he was, and we even saw it in that first leg um against Real Madrid. That goal that he scored. I thought that was a top
Unbelievable
notch
goal.
goal. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Um he's a really, really quality player, and I think if Barcelona could get him, he would kind of solve some of their kind of I would say wing play too. I think the wing play kind of needs a little bit of strengthening. And also he could also kind of fill in for Lewandowski too. Let's say if Lewandowski like let's say gets injured or so forth, he could play that false nine role. So he would
But
be
do
really good,
do you see
very
him? Do you see him
flexible.
leaving Man City, or you say there's no way he leaves Man City?
I think Man City is going to demand more than what Barcelona is trying to pay for him. I think they're going to demand more, so I don't think he's going to leave Man City. I think Pep, because why would Pep let go of one of the most effective players in his squad?
Mhm.
Like why would he do that? It wouldn't make any sense. Yeah.
All right, let me hit some doubles banner. Shout out to your boy Tapiwa, man. Thank you for the dub. Tapiwa, baby. Of course, Pep valued him HH. It turned him into an 8 where other managers wouldn't have moved Bernardo Silva to replace David Silva and kept forcing him out wide. So, bro, this is true, but why was he considering leaving? He was considering leaving because he was on the bench, and there was a point at which Pep didn't really trust him, and he had him on the bench, and he was rotating him. I said there should never be a situation where he's rotated because he's so important. So my thing though is that yes, he appreciated him, but I don't think he appreciated him well enough to the extent where no, you're the first name on my team sheet. Even if you play badly, I believe in you so much. I'm building the team around you, and you're always there. So, and that's just how how I think Bernardo should be viewed in this team, where he should always play, regardless. He should always play, and you should view that, and we should see that importance from him, man. Abdallah, Barca are broke. Xavi is a Pep disciple overhype. Look, that's I believe they're broke, but Barca fans say they're not broke. That what they need to do is just sell players, and we're gonna get that player in your boy Frenkie. Abdallah says Bernardo ain't going anywhere, nowhere. We want 100 million. So here's my thing though. Okay, Patrick, let me ask, if somebody put down 120, would you sell?
Nah, to be honest with you, let me be honest with you guys. Without Bernardo Silva, that Pep system is getting exposed in the midfield because Bernardo Silva helps to stop those counters, and Bernardo Silva, I think, helps tracking back with Rodri. He helped Rodri a lot. I think at the beginning of the season, it was him dropping back to help Rodri. Then Rodri grew wings and was able to do it alone. But this guy, HH, you're saying the truth. He was cooking at right winger, which was a masterclass by Pep because a lot of people thought he would play down the middle. And then he brought him down the middle. Selling this guy, even as City fans, we shouldn't be putting a price. I'm telling you, this guy right now, we should be going to his house because apparently what he also wanted was a bit of sun. He wanted a bit of the sun. Apparently, he wanted a different environment. Some guy said something. Is like, if I was Pep and the board, I would go to Bernardo's house and say, look, we've got a lot of oil. We can build you the sun in your house. We'll make sure it comes to your house. Do you get what I mean? Because my God, this guy is like Kante. Remember the time when Chelsea treasured Kante? This is the same as this guy. So look, for me, I think we shouldn't even be putting a price. I think we should be...
No, Patrick, you're not gonna just try and just talk over that thing like it. So okay, so you want City to go science fiction? So you want to bring in sci-fi into this whole thing? So because the money is there now, is that a possibility where the sun can actually be built?
If there's a way, let's find it for this guy. I like to be honest with you, you saw him today, 2 assists for Portugal again, and he was playing at the right wing. He seems to also be better at the right wing, even though he's not fast. But I'm telling you, the same way as Kante at a point in time where I'm pretty sure you couldn't put a price on him. You could never say there's a price to pick him up. I think if somebody comes in, you have to be looking at 150. I'm telling you, that's what you have to be looking at. Because for you to take, first of all, he has a contract till 2025 or 26. So, you have to come with a lot. I'm pretty sure you have, because with Bernardo Silva right now, let's say how many midfielders are better than him? Not many.
You know what it
Bernardo's
is,
up there.
though. You know what it is about Bernardo that I'm not gonna lie to you. As a football fan, you have to appreciate ballers, man. It's his versatility. I feel like people don't understand how hard it is to play multiple different positions and do it easily. Like, and more than anything, it brings fluidity to your team. If you have a player like Bernardo Silva that can play one day, can play down the middle, that can play on the right cover, then he can play on the left, that can play as an 8.
Oh, no, but
It's just fluid. You can it's
no,
it's
I
like
mean, I mean, yes, that's very true. That's a key asset.
Yeah.
But the thing about what I like about him is that, because this is what I say from is I look at fundamentals. When the ball is at your feet, in any situation, can you get out of trouble? I feel that if you give De Bruyne the ball and there are 2 or 3 guys around him in a tight space, he will struggle. You
Yeah.
can give Bernardo the ball in any situation on the field with 2, 3 guys in a cul-de-sac or so forth, and he's so good. He's so intelligent. He'll find a way to get out of trouble, and then he'll then make the right decision. That is a very important thing to have, especially when you're playing high-level opposition where, like, bro, you can give him the ball in any situation, he will sort it out. So in any climate and in any kind of scenario, he can receive the ball, keep hold of the ball, and then actually make a good decision that actually leads the team in attack. That's a very key thing to have that not many players have. Because let's be real, I've said this before, we don't have many ballers into this game.
you know what's
So-
more even wild? Now that I think about it, that Monaco team, man. But the amount of players.
It was. But yes, it's like Dortmund. They could have never kept all those players. Like,
It was too much. It was too
it's
much.
too much. Like in a perfect world, Ajax would have kept all their players in '95. Dortmund would have kept all of their players back in 12-13, and Monaco, and we basically have a much better Champions League. Imagine if you could keep all of the players. And so forth.
Talking about Dortmund, right? They're gonna
What?
HH.
Yes, cool.
Yeah, we can
We
hear
can
you.
hear you, man.
I said talking about Dortmund, right? They're gonna play in Ghana, the Legends in Ghana.
Okay.
Dortmund. The Legends of Dortmund, they're gonna play
Cool. I was actually talking about Dortmund. I was just using them as a reference.
Yeah.
You know, I think Core Stream might be like 5 years behind us.
HH, can I ask something though?
Yes,
Because
sir.
Cole has
Oh
brought
yeah,
this up.
yeah, yeah. It's good.
Cole, since you're from Ghana, I just want to ask you this as a brother, as a fellow brother. Did you guys seriously allow those frauds to register for Ghana after you've just won the World Cup? Where were they in the
Man.
qualifications? Where were they in the AFCON?
But Patrick, what are you gonna do? I mean, Core, answer.
Answer me, please. Because that's theft. That's theft. Somebody has done the work. You just come in and swoop in and say,
we had no choice, HH. I don't
No, because
we
for
had
me,
no
it's the same.
choice.
I don't like it, and I said that, bro. Like, that just seems cheap. But if you're Ghana, do you now say no? Because Ghana, you have to put yourselves in the best position to succeed at a World Cup. So if there are much better players who you have access to, you've got to take them. Like, what's it called? Portugal,
Right.
Uruguay, South Korea. That's a tough group.
Oh, I just clocked what Patrick was talking about. I was like, but what's South Patrick talking
yeah.
about? I thought he was talking about the IU brothers. I'm like, what?
No.
those, you want to see those. After
No, you're not
the
gonna
players
see
that they
those.
got. You want to see them.
But my thing, Patrick, is
I
like,
know what you're saying.
because that's the guy's name. Shola Ameobi, like, he did the same thing for us in 2014. Didn't show up at all and everything. Then when we now qualified in 2014, I was like, I'm Nigerian now, because he wanted to play a World Cup. I was like, look,
You should have slapped him.
Look this useless man. But you see, from Nigeria's point of view, we didn't need Shola to be there because we already had Emenike already. But for Ghana, let's be real, their individuals are not really up to snuff for that group. If they're going to work up with those group of players, they're not going to go through. So if you're saying that the Williams guys are there, Lamps is there, and so forth, it gives you a much better chance.
There's no shame though. Like there's no like if they
But
have
yes,
the
it looks
quality.
bad though. It looks bad.
I get
just
it,
roll
but then
through.
when you go to Qatar, bro, you had to show up. Like I'd rather Ghana show up with some quality players.
Oh yes, for sure. Yeah, yeah.
Because HH, no, my country's not going to the World Cup. So I'm Team Africa. I'm Team Africa. So I'm
The
supporting my brothers.
the brothers.
I'm
Oh no, you have to. We have
Senegal,
to.
Ghana. I'm supporting you guys. So we have to show up
No,
with
we
the
have to.
quality.
No, but
You know what? I wish I was at the airport at the check-in. I would look at them like I'll be like,
oh yeah. No, but here's
Literally,
but here's the thing though, and this is what Evan said to Cole. I think that Ghana should take Jean as a squad, not just as a
Yeah.
squad, but play
Right.
him for the Uruguay game.
Yeah.
What if they take Jean? They play the Uruguay game. They have a last-minute penalty, and the guy says it's too crypto. That's my fear. No. But on the real though, I think that they should take Jean. I think Jean deserves that because he did, like, just take him and put him in that final
Just to
game.
be there.
Just to be. I think they should take
Yeah.
him. I think they should take it. You know.
But HH, I was gonna say something. Yeah, HH.
Yes.
Inaki Williams, right?
Yeah.
He said that he doesn't feel Ghanaian. That's what he said. Inaki Williams.
So they're just going into for a
Sorry.
World Cup. Basically, they're just going. I mean, look, it's a mess. It's a mess. I mean,
It's
let's
Shameless.
also William brothers, right? Inaki and the other one as
and
well, right?
Nico, yeah, Nico.
Nico. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So Man City doesn't view Silva as less than KDB. Just stop with the agendas. City gives all its players the choice to stay or leave. They don't imprison anyone. It's up to Silva. 100 mil pay up. I am just talking about perception, but you can't tell me that Pep doesn't view De Bruyne as more valuable than Bernardo Silva. Come on, it's obvious. And for me, that's all well and cool. But it's like Sane and Sterling. Sane is the better player, but Sterling was probably much more effective. Hence why he valued Sterling more than he did Leroy Sane. So I'm saying that of course he loves him more, but I just feel that he values De Bruyne more than he does Bernardo Silva. Your boy Latza, when you mentioned the 98 points, why doesn't your bold self not mention the 100 points? You don't watch all our games, so you're clueless. See, Latza, you're missing my point. My point was City got 98 points without De Bruyne. That's my thing. Because the whole point was, oh my gosh, without De Bruyne, these guys can do anything. So if they were able to achieve 98 points without De Bruyne for most of the season, it proves that they're a team that are not reliant on De Bruyne. That's all I was saying.
Yeah,
You know?
Gundogan has carried us.
Yes.
Patrick, you know
I'm
that
still no Patrick. Low key. Is Gundogan more important than De Bruyne? Low key.
Where
No.
it's going?
but Patrick, you know what? Whenever that time period when De Bruyne was injured, I think it was I think maybe it was some like a couple years ago where De Bruyne was actually like not like when you guys won 98, but then there was a period like a couple weeks where he was injured, and Bernardo Silva and Gundogan had a crazy like month. Was it like January or something like that where they went crazy? Like that happens all the time, but people don't mention it. But
Man,
you know, it's
and you know what? And I know a lot of people will be touched because De Bruyne is the king. Look, he's a good player, but let's be honest. I have said this sometimes. Somehow, when Bernardo and Gundo start cooking in that midfield, we usually slap teams with 3 goals above. Like they go crazy. Like it becomes, and the football is painful because you don't get the ball, you don't touch the ball at all, and Gundogan with those runs in behind. Like this is the thing about Gundogan. He's the best midfielder I think right now. I know Kimmich is good, but in Germany he also looks top class or above everybody.
Gundogan, no, the guy's good, man.
Yeah.
The guy's good.
So
The guy's very good.
but the thing about it is, HH is right. People who are moment merchants or people who are good at moments, everybody says, "Oh, that one." That one. But the thing about Gundo is he'll give you the moments that are also very important. I still believe, and I know some people will come after me. I still believe that Gundo plays more of the UCL games. I think we see something different. I mean, like he plays more of an attacking midfielder, but especially that UCL against Chelsea, Gundo was on fire. He carried us in the Premier League. You decided to play him as a DM.
No. Pep will forever regret that because if City had a proper lineup for that UCL final I'm not sure Chelsea win. I'm just not sure.
By the way, I was doing a little bit of research here.
Mm-hmm.
There's times where like I'm so sick and tired of the Premier League
Okay.
because the amount of players Manchester City signed are quality, i.e. a Riyad Mahrez, i.e. a Bernardo Silva, and the league, all the teams in the league, i.e. a Chelsea, i.e. United, just literally washed them. I remember a time when Riyad Mahrez was almost begging to go to Chelsea, begging to go. Like there was a report out there saying that he's just waiting for Chelsea, and you guys decide not to sign it. You guys sign? Who do you guys sign? Ross Barkley and Danny Drinkwater.
Yes, yeah. Don't remind me. Yes.
And
It's
so,
like,
so I just did research and
Cole, what are you
realized
laughing
something.
at? Cole, what are you laughing at?
You know, the 2016-2017 season, the last time Chelsea won the Premier League title, that summer.
Wait. Hold on. Yes, is this like a Chelsea mixtape or something?
No.
Wait. What's going on here? We're talking about Bernardo Silva.
But it has to do with Bernardo Silva.
Hey,
Chelsea show was yesterday.
No,
Shut
it has to do with Bernardo Silva.
I see where you're going. Because you're gonna go to Bakayoko also. They went to choose Bakayoko out of that Monaco team.
But Patrick, look, Man City signed from Monaco. They signed Bernardo Silva May 26th of 2017.
And we tried Mbappe and he refused. But Mbappe refused.
But Patrick, that season, Chelsea won the Premier League title. They could have got him. But
Wait. Hold up. So City tried to go for Mbappe.
Yeah.
Yeah. He said he never rejected Pep. He rejected Man City.
Imagine
kid.
Mbappe at Man City. Imagine if City got Mbappe.
He came. Do you know he came to the academy? Took pictures with Sane, Raheem. Like he came to tour the academy, and I think it was close that he was about to say yes. Then I think his advisors say, you know what, PSG are saying hello. I would advise you to stay home. So he said,
Wow,
I'm staying home.
That'd have been. See, because I've always said like the Premier League has not had a superstar since since Hazard. Hazard is the last true world-class superstar that the Premier League has had, and I think if they had Mbappe, man.
Did you just sneak in Hazard? Like we want to understand what you're saying.
No, Patrick Hazard was amazing though. But Hazard was in the Premier League.
Yeah, professional.
Come on. Peak Hazard
was amazing.
Peak Hazard. It was Neymar, Messi, Hazard.
What about
That's
Ozil?
the best player in the world.
Ozil wasn't the star of the Premier League at this time.
Was he a world-class star? Was he a recognized one of the best players in the world? Hazard was one of the best players in the world. Peak Hazard was one of the best players in the world.
No, Peak Ozil was one of the best players in the world too.
Go is laughing.
I mean,
Very keen, man.
You see, here's Coach. Do you want to get thrown? Wait, Coach. Do you want to get thrown off for the whole thing, man? Okay, do you want to get thrown off? No player is a guaranteed starter at City. But see, I'm sorry. See, if
that's a lie. De Bruyne is.
But if this is the notion, and I'm Bernardo, I'll be like, no, that's disrespect. I will feel disrespected if I'm Bernardo. You know how important I am, and I'm not a guaranteed starter. Because when guys are guaranteed starters, that means you're preaching. So let's say you're Bernardo and you're one of the best players in the team. Okay, you have one bad game, and you now bench me. I'm like, you have to show some appreciation that I know you're so good. You've done so much for me that I'll give you like a 2 bad game grace period. Third one, okay, I'll hook you. But a thing of like, oh no, nobody is guaranteed. You guarantee guys, and you guarantee guys is, man, I appreciate you. I see you. I see how important you are to my team. It's like Peak Hazard. Hazard has a bad game, and I now bench him. Hell no. You're gonna keep on playing. All right, guys, let's now. Yassi, I'm coming for you right now. Yes, I'm coming for you. So yes, is your mic working?
Yeah.
Yes, is your mic clear? Is your mic clear?
Testing. Can you hear me?
Yeah, man. So look, Frenkie. Now, I was on the terrace earlier, and I don't know what sauce Terry was using, but Terry said that from a Spanish source, the United are one step closer from getting Frenkie.
Marca.
And apparently Marca are a bit iffy, but who it doesn't matter who else we're using, because we're just here to discuss this. United need to get Frenkie, because I believe Frenkie is pivotal to Ten Hag's system. Barca need to sell Frenkie, because by selling Frenkie, they can get better. There's an opportunity for them to get Bernardo. But let's put Bernardo to one side. Barca need to sell Frenkie so they can get Lewandowski. That's much more realistic.
Oh, and
Because
HH, don't forget so that they can also register Casey and Christensen.
yes, so the correction. So see, they need to sell. They need to get guys off. But this is the little snack here. Frenkie doesn't want to join Man United. Frenkie doesn't want to leave Barcelona. I believe that's a fact. So the situation now is Barca now needs to maybe try and force him out or push him out there. But from Frankie's point of view, the only attractive option from United is Daddy, which is Ten Hag. That is the only attractive option. Apart from Daddy, United aren't the same anymore. This isn't 2010. United right now are basement level. Nobody respects these guys. These guys are Europa League quality. Yeah. Their best player and the top scorer is a geriatric 37-year-old. So, and Frenkie, you're now going to be playing in a midfield with Mick Sauce and Fred Flintstone. So, for Frenkie, they're not seeing a lot of attractive options there. So, Patrick, you can laugh all you want, but Patrick, I'm speaking facts.
Patrick, and
wait, hold on, Patrick. That's not me. That's Yassir's nickname for him, Mick Sauce.
Yes, is it you who called him Mick Sauce?
Yes. Yes,
yeah. McSauce. Yeah. Patrick, you have to appreciate what you have, man. What can I say? This is what we have, man. You know, this is what we have. I mean, you have Bernardo Silva, we have McSauce. So I mean, it is what it is.
No. But yes, do you agree that this is extremely important?
But it's like here's the thing though. Barca don't need this guy, and I was talking to I was in like Barca Spaces. And I was talking to some Barca fans. I was telling them like, we got to it's just two different perspectives. There's a Barcelona perspective and there's a Man United perspective.
Yes,
I have to be honest right now. Man United, we're on our knees. We need quality players, and Frenkie De Jong is a quality player.
No. Here's the thing. Forget about quality. When a new manager comes, you give him what they want, and you especially give him important players for the system. Frenkie De Jong is very, very important for what Ten Hag wants to do with you guys.
Yes.
So beyond just having a quality, remember, when you're in the transfer, it's not about buying quality players, it's about buying the right players. Now, you're right, he's quality, but he's also the right player. And for that midfield, and remember, your midfield has been a mess because Pogba is playing a role that he doesn't really play in that midfield. And Fred and your boy McTominay, they're not really those dudes. So Frenkie is very, very important for what Ten Hag wants to do. But the key thing is, it's going to be Frenkie plus other players. Because that midfield needs to completely be rebranded. Because remember, what is it? He plays in a double pivot. So Frenkie needs a quality partner, which can't be Fred or McTominay.
Didn't he play with Van de Beek sometimes in Ajax? I think so.
That's what guys are not saying. So he's not saying that, wait a minute, I already have Van de Beek here. I already have your boy here, but I think Van de Beek plays like as an attacking midfielder.
Yeah.
So I think he needs like a 2 that sits, and then maybe Van de Beek is now the guy that progresses. So my thing though is, I don't think Barca need him. Now, we'll obviously get to Gavi and so forth, but let's say Barca keep Gavi, they keep Pedri. I think that's, and also remember they already have Busquets, and Busquets is still doing an effective job. Frenkie isn't really needed, and Frenkie hasn't really worked out for Barca in what Xavi wants to do. But the situation is, I don't think Frenkie wants to leave.
Yeah.
You know? So, Yassi, what are you saying with Frenkie? Do you think that you will get him? No, I don't think so. So, Patrick, talk to me. I mean, how likely do you think United can get Frenkie?
Yeah, first of all, I think the reason why they're pushing Frenkie out or pretending to say they would love him to stay, it's up to him if he wants to go. I think they're pushing him out because, believe it or not, he was the third most best paid player. So the first one was Messi. After Messi with the 1 million, then after that came Griezmann, that fraud for 800,000 K a week. Then he's on 500K a week, Frenkie De Jong. So if they take him off the books, they can register Kessie, who accepted small wages, Rafinha, they can register Christensen, Lewandowski. This guy is holding up a lot of cheddar. Him and Dembele are holding up a lot of cheddar. Dembele is on 3K. So Barcelona, they will push him because Kessie is a more defensive guy and he can hold by himself. Unlike Frenkie, apparently, according to Barcelona people.
But Pedro, though, this is almost similar to the whole Umtiti thing. So I think Umtiti is... Actually, I think I still have... Now, I think so. Look, so this is the wages of
Do you have them?
Barcelona. Yes. Let me pull it up right now. So this is the wages of your boys. So now, but this is what I found. But this is what I
No
found.
way. He's not on 164. Is that
You think
recently?
so you think it's more? This was the most recent one that I found.
The other one I saw was Griezmann being on 800, Frankie being on 500, and we were laughing, saying, "How did they give Frankie and Griezmann all this money?"
And it looks like Frankie's on 300K. From
What?
what I, yeah, 300K per
He's
week.
not on that. Trust me, AK, he's on a lot of money. He's
No, but
the
then
highest earner.
that's like basic. I think that's a basic weekly wages. But then if you
Oh,
add the bonuses, it goes on.
bonuses. Oh
But
yeah.
then these,
But now here's the thing though. So yes,
Yeah.
can you guys match that or give him more?
no, yes, we can match that.
Pogba is
HH.
gone, isn't it?
But yeah, but HH, we have Pogba that's leaving, Cavani, Mata, I think Lingard, all these dudes are all leaving. Actually, we have so much money on wages, and
So
yeah.
okay, but okay, let's put money aside. So the stumbling block is this. Frank is like, I don't want to go to Man United.
But
I want to
actually,
play
that's-
Champions League. I want to stay at Barcelona. How many people move willingly from Barcelona to Man United?
But
Unless
actually,
unless
but
like for example, like they're pushed out or they put them transfer.
In 2022, don't forget 2022.
Yeah, in 2022.
Yeah.
So my things are for Frankie. It's the only pulling thing is Ten Hag. Oh, Ten Hag wants me. I worked well with him. We understand one another. I feel I'll have a better understanding with Ten Hag than I do with Xavi.
But HH, here's the problem though. And here's the problem. I understand Frenkie De Jong what he wants, and you're right. You know, Frenkie De Jong, if he can stay, he will stay. If he doesn't want to go, he won't go. But the reality is, it's like, unfortunately, let's face the facts. Let's face the cheddar, whatever people say. What's the term? I don't know what the term is. Let's smell the coffee. The reality is, like, who are Barcelona going to sell? Like, are Barcelona gonna rob a country? What they gonna do?
The idea is Usman and him.
But
If
that's
they
my
can
point.
get-
It's like
yeah.
okay, it's like the Osman Dembele thing is dragging too long.
Like
It's way too
he
long.
got to sign like he got to sign.
No, but then my point is they need the money, HH. Irrespective, they need the money. And then the reality is it's like they need the money, and he is the most sellable asset they have. They try. Do you think Barcelona have not tried to sell Samuel Umtiti? Do you think they have not tried to sell long legs? They tried, HH. The only sellable asset they have is Frenkie De Jong. So irrespective, if it's like Frenkie De Jong in a weird way, he has like Barcelona's future in his hands. If Frenkie De Jong says I'm gonna stay, then Barca are screwed. They can't sign anyone. If he says he leaves, it's better for the club. Hence why the club is gonna sit him down.
Because I think you have a see that's why because I'm not sure.
Hence why he's gonna leave HH. I'm almost certain he's going to Man United. In my opinion, that's always gonna happen because realistically,
Why do you think it's gonna happen?
Because the club will not jeopardize their future for Frenkie De Jong.
No,
He's not worth it.
Wait, hold up.
He's not worth it.
No. Yes, Frank, forget about Barca. Frankie needs to accept the move.
No,
you
no,
can't
no.
just force him to accept to go to United. He still needs to accept the terms and say, "Oh, I'm going to move." They can just shove him over at Old Trafford. He needs to accept it.
I get that, but here's the thing.
Yeah.
And Frenkie De Jong, and from what parts I've read, Frenkie De Jong will leave Barcelona if Barcelona don't want him. If Barcelona wants to keep him, he will stay. But if Frenkie De Jong, the type of personality is he was gonna leave if the Barcelona doesn't want to sell him. If Barcelona says, "Bro, we can't have you here. You need to go," he's gonna go.
Let me quickly come to Cardinal, come to you, Patrick. So call Frankie. What's your? Do you see?
Before you go to court, I'd be on the Barca spaces and I've been trying to turn Barcelona fans against Frenkie De Jong. I was like, "Get him out of the club! Get him out!"
Yes, that's disgusting. Yes, that is disgusting. Yes, that's disgusting. He's shameless. Cole, talk to me, man.
Yeah. I think even Bayern is interested in him actually because they also want to see if they could do a swap deal between him and Lewandowski so that Lewandowski can go the other way and he will come to Bayern. He's a good player. I think if you use him in the right position, he's a very good player. He's someone who I call he controls the midfield. He's that kind of guy who kind of sits deep and really dictates the play. One thing though is that a lot of, and I've heard from Abdul, and I actually agree with it too, is he's very slow with his progression play in terms of going forward and
Mm.
trying to, speed. Basically, progression play. Sometimes they call it speed of play. How you play quick with the ball and so forth. So he's very slow with that. But all in all, I think he fits into Ten Hag's system more than Nagelsmann's system. I don't think we really need him, but I think Ten Hag can do something with him. Ten Hag can, kind of rekindle that 18-19 form that he
Yeah,
showed.
Ajax.
Because, yeah, at Ajax. Because if you see Frenkie De Jong, Frenkie is a world class player. I don't care what anybody says.
World
Frenkie De Jong
class.
is a world class. Yeah, he's a world class. It's just the team he's playing for, like, it's not the right team. Like, he needs to play in a team where, like, the system plays for him. You get what I'm trying to say? And I think Man U is going to be the perfect setting because he knows the way Ten Hag wants to play his football, and he knows the way someone says he's not world class. I mean, that's your honest opinion, but in 18-19, I think, and even now, I still think he's world class.
He's not
He's
world
still
class. No,
world.
stop it. Stop it. He's not, as of right now, he's not world class. Stop it.
No,
Relax.
he's not at the level of Busquets, right? But if you were to rank all the other midfielders, you know, he's amongst them. In terms of getting the best price, for like a midfielder. But yeah, he's good. I'm gonna say he's going to United. I think he's going to United. I don't see him going to Bayern. I want him to come because maybe he could control the midfield,
With some Kimmich.
whilst yes, the problem that we have is there keeps on being counterattacks from our opponents. You see, our opponents break through a transition through the midfield, and once they break through a transition in midfield, it leaves so much gaps from the back four and then the space in behind the double pivot. You
Mm.
understand? So that's why I personally wanted him. But I think about it also, didn't he play in a back three with Ajax? I think he played in a midfield three, if I'm not mistaken.
He might have. I'm not sure. He might have. I'm not sure.
Not sure. Okay.
Yeah, I think he did. I think he played in a,
Or
but yeah, a
yeah, let me
midfield
come
three.
to Patrick. Patrick, what's your Frankie
Yeah,
take, man?
before I say anything, I am a bit confused here. Why do you keep saying we when you're talking about Bayern? What do you mean we? Paul.
Oh no! I'm trying. No,
Cole,
no,
he didn't
no.
crack
I'm
a
a Bayern
joke.
fan. I'm
Cole.
a Bayern.
Wait,
No,
wait.
no,
I
no.
thought you were a Dortmund fan. Wasn't this guy a Dortmund fan?
Oh,
No,
Patrick,
no, no, no.
how long have you been
No,
away? Yeah,
it's not a
he's been a
It's not
Bayern
a
fan for
sports session.
I think for the last 2 years, I think. I mean, like streets.
Yeah.
How long has he been a Bayern fan for
Wait,
streets?
wait,
I
wait,
think the
wait.
last two,
But
two
this
years.
guy was also a Barcelona fan at point in time. My,
Yes.
And
No,
a
no,
what
Milan
transfer?
fan too. He
no,
was a
Your
Milan.
your
Patrick.
agent,
He went from Barca to AC Milan to Dortmund, and
Look at
now
it now.
he's a Bayern Munich. So
I learned my
so his
lesson. I
age,
learned my lesson.
your agent must be very good. Oh yeah. Look, before I say
I learned
anything
my
on this,
lesson.
Cole, shut up, Cole,
I
relax,
learned
just
my
Cole,
look,
lesson.
shush.
before I say anything, so I went to the Barcelona page where they look at the payments. So Frankie is the one who's holding up a lot of cheddar. He's holding up 354,000 pounds a week, which is 400 something a week. And after bonuses, it does get to 500 something. So it's
Oh
him.
my
It's
god.
him. So it is him. That's the reason why they want him out. So the second guy they can push out is Sergio Busquets, who's at 258 pounds. And then obviously
That's never
Memphis,
happening though.
No,
yeah,
no, no, no,
Memphis
that's not
Depay,
gonna happen. No way.
PK, then Dembele. I don't know why they're going after Dembele because he's on 210, but PK is on 230. Obviously, they can touch those guys. But I think that's the reason why, as soon as this guy goes, Frankie, and one more guy, I think they'll have enough money to
No,
register
no, but no.
people.
But then Patrick, here's the thing though. It's like almost twofold. So on one handle is, hey, I'm at Barcelona. I'm playing for Xavi. Why do I want to go and play Europa League with a geriatric 37-year-old? And the whole thing is that I'm also earning a lot of money. Now, yes, yeah. Are you sure that they can offer him 400 or
Yes.
basically more?
Actually, do you see our wage bill? Bro, we can offer money. We had the
United
highest wage bill,
mess,
bro.
man. Yes, yeah. I saw what Sancho was on.
But
That's
HH, we're gonna be
disgusting.
talking about
That's sickening.
HH. Sometimes as fans we think we can do better than our football club in terms of running it. I generally believe if I was running Man United, the next topic, bro, I would have tried to tap up Gavi. I know Liverpool
Hold
are going
up, we're
after
getting
him.
there.
But I
Hold on,
would have
we'll get there. We're getting to Gavi. Hold on, we'll get there. Hold your horses. So
Frankie,
Patrick, De
Gavi,
Jong.
Frankie.
Yeah, Frankie. So look for and as you can see from that amount, right? First of all, you're gonna have to convince him at United. So I'm pretty sure you're right, HH. They're gonna have to offer him more than £354 to move to Europa because you are telling somebody who's helped this team to get to. He did his part. Obviously, he wasn't shining. He did his part to get to UCL. Then now have to go to Europa. Obviously, Daddy is there, but there's a lot of things these guys are gonna have to do for this guy. Even maybe they're gonna have to tell him that you're gonna be the guy on the poster. We don't want this 37-year-old. It's gonna be you in a few years on the poster. But for me, there's something that keeps telling me that United will pay over the odds. I'm pretty sure they'll come with a lot of money. I think they will cough out a lot because I think Barcelona have said we want our 86 million back or more. So they want the 86 million back or more. That's 86 million pounds.
No, because so I said, look, okay, you know what? If we have a situation where United, because you freed up so much with Pogba and Mata going, you offer maybe a crazy signing on bonus, crazy wages, very lucrative add-ons, and so forth. Your Frankie is like, this is a crazy amount of money. Okay, I'm going to Europa League, but I'm going under Ten Hag, who's going to basically build a system that will suit me. Okay, that may not work, but then I think that's a part of Frankie is like, I want this to work. I don't want to feel that I feel that's Barcelona. I want to feel that no, I can make this work. But then
how many years does he have left, HH, at Barcelona?
I'm not
If
sure.
you don't mind me asking, because
Streets, how many years does Frankie have left?
that will
Streets, how many years?
bring the money up also. If he has got a 3-year contract, just imagine how much are they gonna pay then?
Yeah, I mean, because I think that I think that they're saying 4 years.
Wow.
Four.
But Barca are desperate for Casey and Christensen and Lewandowski to be signed in.
But the thing is, if they bring those guys in, that's all right. That's all right. All right, let's take some Dubes, man. Let's take some Dubes, man. Shout out to your boy Tapiwa, man. Take that up, Tapiwa. If United force the Frankie sale, he'll just end up like Alexis and Di Maria, who never wanted to be there in the first place. Now, Yasia, is this? I mean, is this something you could be fearful of? Okay, his 4 stars. People didn't just want me to be here. All right, I came and so forth, but I'm unhappy. I don't want to be here, and that not affects his performance. You don't have an unhappy player.
No. But HH is different though because first thing first, Frankie will be going to his own manager, Ten Hag. Ten Hag knows how to get the best out of Frenkie De Jong.
That's okay. That's one small aspect of. I never wanted to leave Barcelona. I wanted to play in the Champions League. I probably didn't want to leave Spain as well. Because the only attractive option is Ten Hag. I don't want to be in England. I don't like the weather. I don't want to come to United. I just want to leave Barcelona. I just want to leave Xavi.
But HH, I understand all that, but at the end of the day, stuff happens in football, and a lot of players leave when they don't want to leave. HH, I don't know. There's plenty of stories out there that superstars,
True.
Players that have left when they didn't want to leave. But at the end of the day, you as a player, you have a choice to make. Either you go to your next club and you ball out and you and get the best out of your career, which is a short career, or you become a failure. And at the end of the day, that's on you. The whole thing about Alexis Sanchez and Di Maria is like they were lucky because they didn't stay too long. Even the period of Man United even though the period of Man United was bad, Di Maria left after a year. Alexis Sanchez, I think he was there for almost 2 seasons that he left. So they still got, the most out of their careers. Frenkie De Jong is going to come when he's like 25. He has like a whole the best part of his career left to do, And if he wants to like kind of like, not waste it and moan about the fact that he is at Man United and not be a man about it and be realistic, it's up to him.
Mike's football. Mikey says, happy to report that Estonia resting the players against Argentina paid off, and Estonia grabbed a 94th minute winner against Malta. Nunez way overhyped. Do you know that? These guys rested players for San Marino? So hold up. You're saying that Estonia only beat San Marino 1-0? Wait, hold on. Don't tell me, because you know that San Marino they're the worst team in the world officially.
There must be.
Oh no, sorry, Malta. It wasn't San Marino. It was Malta that they played. They beat Malta 2-1. Yeah, it wasn't San Marino. Because I've always said, people say, "Oh, I'm like anti-team." I feel that San Marino shouldn't be allowed to play for football matches against professional teams.
They shouldn't.
They
I don't know why. I don't know why they even bother to push those guys.
Yeah, no, but people say, "Oh, it's a World Cup thing. Everybody should be involved." No, screw that. Semi-pros can't play against pros. I'm sorry. There's no point.
They just make certain players start bad against them and make them look great, like Harry Kane.
Yeah. From your boy More Gamer, love the. Hey, Henri, I got the Henri kit. Bro, I love this was a great kit. Like that's maroon that Arsenal had. Quality 06. Quality kits. Shout out to your boy Chris. Chill on the Ghana hate. Qatar got Ghanaians, Nigerians, and Brazilians playing on the national team. I don't think it wasn't hate. It was you guys are jumping on a bandwagon. You would have never wanted to play for Ghana if they don't qualify for the World Cup. And it just seems to me that, hey, this is just a chance for us to play at the World Cup. Whereas if we had chosen to play for Spain, we'd never play at a World Cup. And after this, here's the thing. After this World Cup, will they make themselves available for the Nations Cup?
Do you know what, HH? And here's a punishment. You guys, you frauds who've jumped on to this bandwagon, sing the national anthem. I will be watching you. Sing it. Sing the whole national anthem. No. Make sure you give the mics.
Patrick, national anthem, that's one thing. You have to play the Nations Cup. Don't just come to Qatar, shake your leg, and then when I say, okay, Nations Cup, sorry, man, like, we can't. Then I know that now that's messed up. So my thing though, so the stipulation is if you're coming, you have to play the Nations Cup. So
and the next AFCON also, and the next AFCON.
The next AFCON, yeah. Wing says Seedorf over Iniesta, Biscuits, and Lavi. Don't ask me. Seedorf was good there. Is he over Iniesta? Tricky. That's a tricky one. English Talents FC. Fletting, Bernardo. 12 goals and assists. Harassment, Mount, 22 goals and assists.
Don't.
Have you seen that Twitter meme on the Twitter of what's called flirting and harassment?
Yeah, I'm saying the big guy with the chin.
Look, Twitter is sick, man. Dungo Kabal says, is Barca broke or was that the way to get rid of Messi without pissing off the fans? They're broke. Like, Bartomeu was an inside agent hired by Perez to destabilize Barca from the inside. It was an inside job. Latza. When Bernardo was substituted from Gundogan we scored 3 goals in 5 minutes, but he never mentioned it. KDB got the assist for the last goal. Okay, Natsa, then sell Bernardo Silva to Chelsea. If he's so useless, you don't need him. Keep that industry plant and keep Ilkay Gundogan and give us Bernardo Silva because you obviously don't think he's that useful.
Be fair, but be fair to Nasser's super chat. Bernardo Silva was not having a good game. Gundogan changed that game, but KDB had a good part to do with that game as well. I
fully accept that.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is that this reads to me as if, hey, Bernardo Silva was not important. Guys, bro, there are times when your best player, you can bring him off in a particular game, and then when you bring in another guy, that guy can say what's up. So surely that's gonna happen, and that does happen.
That just speaks to the quality of the recruitment and how great of an organization Man City is. When you have the amount of players that they do, and you can, there's not a burden on KDB. KDB can afford to have bad games.
Yeah.
and Gundogan. Because you have Gundogan, Bernardo Silva. Like this is a player that we don't speak highly of, and I believe generally when you look back at his career, I believe is very underrated in terms of the English football. Is Sterling. There be seasons where Sterling is unbelievable. Will literally score last minute winners and
When last did Sterling had a great season? When last did Sterling have a
But
great
that's the
season?
thing. It's like people don't highlight when he has a great season, but they only
Yes,
focus
yeah.
when he has a
When
bad
last
season.
did Sterling have a
But
great
HH
season?
he bought in the Euros.
Yes,
He
yeah.
was-
I asked you a very simple question.
he-
When last did
but
Raheem
HH
Sterling have?
he literally
Yes,
was.
yeah. I'll ask the question again. You know, Patrick, you know this guy just want to ask the question.
You know,
Yes,
you know
yeah.
what? You know what, HH? There's rumors that you guys are looking for this guy, and he's writing
But I will
contract.
have him.
If
Patrick, I'll take him.
and Patrick,
I'll take
if he
him.
shows
and
up at
Patrick,
Chelsea, I wasn't you waiting for.
no, Patrick. Let's say this is the rumor, and this is like a trash can. I put the rumors inside of this trash can. That's what I think.
But I
of
think
Sterling
you
to
take him
Chelsea.
over Pulisic, isn't it?
Here's the thing. You know what's the saying? Beggars can't speak. Wait, Cole, why am I looking at a wall, man? I don't know. I'm looking at a wall for costing. See, but Patrick, you know the whole thing of like beggars can't be choosers.
Yeah.
I wouldn't take Sterling, just thingy. But if I have to choose between Sterling and Mount, I'm choosing Sterling. Sterling and Werner, I'm
But
choosing Sterling.
HH,
Sterling and Pulisic, I'm choosing Sterling.
But then it's like, okay, HH, you talk about players that show up in international tournaments. Sterling was England's best player, and he is the reason why they went to the
Yes, yeah.
final.
I asked you, but yes, yeah. I
But
said
then-
when
but
last did
no,
Sterling
but
have
it's
a
like
good
people-
season
no.
for Man City?
But then the thing is like even this season he didn't have a bad season.
Answer the question though. Just
Okay,
answer the question first.
in my general opinion, he never had a bad season for Man City. I think he had exceptional seasons. I think he has exceptional seasons, and I think he had okay seasons.
wait.
I don't think he had a horrible season for
Sterling,
any time.
the season before
Yes.
the Euros, that was a bad season for Sterling.
That was
season before the
a
Euros.
decent season for him.
It was
an
bad.
okay
It was
season.
bad.
No.
The Euro saved
Yes,
him. The Euro saved
It
him.
was so bad that guys were shocked that Southgate opted to start him because it was such a bad season.
But okay, HH, I'm it's one thing to hate on players and all that stuff, but you got to give him a credit. Yes, okay, fine, he had a bad season that season, but then players, bro, you have Pulisic and Werner, and you're talking about Sterling.
Yes,
who,
yeah.
Who
But
are
He just
not-
said he would take them over them.
Yes, no, yes.
Okay,
What I just
yeah,
I
alright.
said, I wouldn't take him outright, but if I have to choose between him and Mount, him and Werner, him and Pulisic, of course I'll take Sterling. Beggars can't be choosers.
HH, all I'm saying is I generally believe that Sterling is underrated, and I believe if he leaves Man City, he's gonna ball. He's gonna ball. HH.
Relax. Yes, yeah, relax. Casey, Terry will believe tier 17 sources delusional. Look, man, I said again, you know what I'm whole thing? Call him a tapping. Oh wow, what the hell? Call him a tapping merchant and so forth. When Fab tweets it is when I report on something. So that's the whole thing with Fab. People say, "Oh, Fab, he just recycles other guys." I don't give a crap. As long as Fab tweets it, that's what I'll take as truth, man. Casey again says, "Marker is more source than core." That's harsh, man. Come on, that's harsh. That's harsh.
That's harsh. That's harsh. That's harsh.
Core, relax. From Ganzo. Will Ten Hag chuck Bruno on the wing so he doesn't mess up the midfield with his antics? Van de Beek is a 10 whose specialty is utilizing the space somewhat like Muller. Yes, sir. What do you say for this, man? Oh, you're muted. You're muted. Sorry.
No. I do like that idea though. I don't mind Bruno on the wing.
on the wing.
Yeah, I think because like Bruno, the problem I have with Bruno is like he's not for me because like as Yasser, the way I like to watch football, the way the way I coach my when I do coach the kids, when I coach the kids, it's like as a midfielder you have to ball retention is key. And Bruno Fernandes loses too much, especially, and he's a liability when we lose the ball.
Yeah.
Like Patrick was talking about how like Bernardo Silva tracks back. Man, bro, you have to like the guy. People just walk past him. Like you have to do something. And for me, in the midfield is crucial. So I don't mind if he's on the wing and he's playing further up where he can play the one-time passes or where he can go boom across the ball. I think he'll be more effective that way. And I feel like, especially if he loses the ball on the wing, then there's more cover there. But if you lose the ball in the middle of the pitch, you're screwed, HH. So I like this idea of playing him on the wing. I do. I really like this idea.
Wait, let me. So shout out to Casey, Barca fan, by the way. We will get the money. It will be confirmed on the 17th.
From where? From where?
Casey, you can't get your sources from Core and Madrid Zone. So,
You know,
Casey, I don't know why I should be believing you.
on this screen, right? So I have two screens, right? This screen has my my mic and everything set up. This screen, I'm like monitoring the Twitter in case something breaking news and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
And by the way, there's a rumor that Zizou to PSG might be agreed, but we'll save that for another
President
time.
Macron is trying to say what's up.
But it's like I go on Twitter and I see Barcelona needs 500 million. But that's what I'm hearing. Like to get out of this financial crisis, they need 500 million.
But yes, the bottom line is that bro, you can't believe anything on Twitter because there's so many conflicting reports. On Twitter.
But my point is, is like I don't know what to believe. Barca fans are very, very confident that somehow, some way they will get the money, and then I read all these reports saying that Barca are broke. So I'm like, I'm confused.
But no. Okay, so English Talent Services says LC puts Carrick, Lampard, and Stevie G in peak Barca 5 UCLs. You're on drugs. English Talent Services, you're on drugs. You're on drugs. You and Queen Lizzie are on drugs. Michael Buford says our signing doesn't depend on De Jong. It's our revenue we are working on, and we are working on a deal to help our revenue of 500 mil that will get us to sign a player. June 16th is the date.
Can I answer this guy? Do you know that there's a rumor that's been going around at the City side that you guys still owe us money for Denis Suarez? Yes, I don't know if it's true, but apparently they still owe us money for Denis Suarez.
Patrick, wait a minute. Maybe you missed out that they need to raise 500 mil. If they still have to owe money and so forth, how do they get this?
They haven't even paid us for Ferran Torres. The payments are starting.
I was in the Barca space. I asked Barca fans, I was like, are you guys able to sue Manchester City for Ferran Torres and Eric Garcia? I'm like, somehow, some way to get some money, how do you guys sell? I cannot understand how you guys sold Ferran Torres.
Do you know what? Everybody was pissed saying, why did we give him for free? I think Man City are evil. Remember Barcelona came with 18 million. They came with 18 million. We rejected it, and then we said, "Oh, here you go. It's free." Garcia.
All right. Wait. Okay. Let's move. So I'll not talk about this kid now. Not his mom. Him himself. Okay. Not his mom. Okay. His mom is not involved here. Gavi. Liverpool want to try and say a little something about your boy, man. Here's my thing. This is a very talented kid, super talented kid, and now this is a guy that Barca should definitely 100% keep, even more so than Frenkie De Jong. You see, this is a guy that fits more at Barcelona than Frenkie De Jong, and this is crazy because I'm thinking that way for someone so young, why should there be so much misunderstanding with a new contract, for I think the kid is 17 years of age. But again, they're having contract situations, and Liverpool are rumored to sort of be interested. Patrick, do you see a scenario where Liverpool gets one of the most talented young players in the world in Gavi?
I don't think so. Why I'm saying this is these Barcelona boys, right? They seem to be obsessed with Barcelona, like regardless whatever it is. Like look at Ferran Torres, who was like his dream was Barcelona. Garcia, his dream was always Barcelona. Even I think Thiago, if he was given the opportunity years ago to go back to Barcelona, I'm pretty sure he was going to pack to go there. Okay, let's talk about football terms. Gavi in that Liverpool team, I don't see it. I just don't. Maybe it's just me.
Oh, come on, Patrick. Look, Gavi.
No, I have seen him. I have seen the kid. But I'm just saying
Gavi doesn't work in that Liverpool team.
I don't know. I just don't like Thiago. Thiago, yes, but sometimes Thiago seems like he's playing his own football. Am I the one who sees that? Like he's playing good, but it looks like he's playing his own level football. And the midfield is just full of muscle and hardworking. And Thiago sometimes does things, and you're like, if only Thiago had a Bernardo Silva or maybe a Gavi or somebody next to him, maybe that's the fantasy. Like somebody else technical, because Thiago would do some back heel thing to sort of leave it. Milner Liverpool.
Brexit. He's
Milner won't
Brexit.
read it.
Brexit.
Milner
Brexit.
won't read it. But I don't know, man. If they get him, if they convince Gavi to go, but I think Barcelona are not that silly. I think they don't have money and they're struggling. But I think for you to
No,
get some of these kids,
but Patrick, one thing,
what's his
if let's-
contract?
You see, I don't know. I mean,
It's done. It's done next summer. He's gone. Like
Yeah.
when next summer he's going for free.
But my thing is,
2022.
if they can't give him what he wants, and Liverpool can give him what he wants,
No, man, but HH, like I
Why
feel like
why is Chelsea not sniffing around?
I don't get it either.
Patrick, look,
Bro, but HH, you know, so stupid, right? Like this, I don't Liverpool. This is what I hate about Liverpool.
no, Patrick, we'll get him, and we'll still play that clown Mount over him. That's what Chelsea will do.
But you know, this is the thing that annoys me. HH is like Liverpool are very intelligent. They know what they're doing. They're looking at bargains. Which Gavi is a bargain because he has 1 year left in his contract. So what they had to do is just offer him big wages, and they can sign up for less money. Man United, we're trying to beg a dude that doesn't want to come to us. We want to pay 80 million for him, and Gavi is 17, and the kid is amazing. He has he's amazing talent.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if Man United are smart, if Man United is smart, you know what we would have done? We would have tapped at Gavi and literally tapped at Gavi and be quote unquote interested in Gavi and be like, listen, do you want us to call off on Gavi? Give us Frenkie De Jong. Give us everything for 50 mil. We take
That's blackmail. Are you trying to?
Patrick, you had to be dogs in the market. You had to have.
These guys are starving.
You had to fight. No,
Blackmail.
Patrick, you have to fight in the trash market. You have to use every tactics, man. But you know, I mean, I don't care if we sign Frenkie De Jong. If Liverpool signs Gavi, I don't know what to say. Like how?
Wait, hold on, Peter. No, yes, this is what I found on Twitter. It was so funny. You know, you're talking about how United are interested in Gavi, like that thing. This is I think this is the best representation of United streets. Check this out. Look at this. So in goal we have discussed. Left back open talks, right back watched. We have a defense partnership of shortlisted and prioritized. Mentioned holds up the DM. Midfield 2 of interested and seduced. Right wing we have considered. Left wing we have targeted and striker.
It's some clubs that just run better than others. Like the reason why Liverpool are even targeting Gavi is because he has 1 year left in his contract. And Barcelona wants to offer him what, you know, it's like a mini, like they don't want to pay him that much because they're 17. But they want to pay him more as he gets older. So because they're in a financial situation, they're not worried about his wages. They want to give him small wages, which it doesn't cost that much. And over time, they're gonna obviously increase as their finance gets better. But Hence why, to be honestly speaking, I think Gavi, this kid lives in La Masia. He doesn't have a home apparently. So what Barcelona fans told me, his house is La Masia. Like they have like a room there and that's it. He doesn't have a home. So if he leaves,
okay, so you're saying that in a sense of like he's like a homeboy.
Yeah,
you don't see him living in Barcelona and so forth.
But also is
then accept the freaking contract then.
No, but then H is also like the humans aspect of it. Like this kid is like born and bred in Barcelona, in academy and everything. Is like it's such a cultural shock for him to go to Liverpool. It's
hard to convince these kids. Like they don't care about money. Some of these kids don't care about money. It's just Barcelona or nothing.
Nothing, yeah. So I think he's gonna stay.
Sorry, HH. One of my friends, he's a diehard Barca fan. He wants to come and talk about.
I mean, because I see in the background, but like we're trying to just keep this like very, very, very short and so forth. But he could definitely come on the open one on the weekend, man. So I'm just trying to keep this thing like a few guys during the week, man. But yeah,
okay. So HH. Okay. You say we want to talk about his mom, right? I don't want to talk about his mom.
Please don't.
Okay, I'm not going to talk about it, but that's the situation. Is it not going to push him to leave?
But like, they're all lies, though. Look, it was all a lie.
Actually, there's always some truth in a lie.
No.
There has to be. There's no smoke without a fire. I don't believe it.
Do you know where things are bad? I saw this other meme. It's not even a meme. It's what Gavi wrote on Pique's status on Instagram months ago. He wrote "Papi."
Oh.
And you know that, isn't it? You saw that A side. It's real. Like I saw it months ago. He was like "Papi" with fire. So now people brought it back. Okay, let's leave it.
Let's please.
Gabi, I'm sorry. Gabi, I'm sorry if you're watching this.
Let's no, because see, my thing though is my thing is guys, come on, like, let's stop. I Barca would be very stupid if they allow this guy to go. Personally speaking, they'd be very stupid if they allow this guy to go. And I think that this is twerking. If they'll eventually agree something. I feel like they'll eventually agree something, man. Shout out to your boy who says, "You perform, you play." And that's what sets apart from all these other managers. That's why no one rotates as good as Pep. No one is untouchable. Which is true, I agree that. But all I'm saying is that if a brick drops a brick, you're out. If a drip drops a good performance, okay, let's see you do it next week. If an amazing player who is one of the best players in my team drops a brick, okay, I'm going to give you the next game and so forth. I feel your best players should be given more leeway because they're your best players. And your best players, if your best players are guys who can have a bad game, but they can figure it out. Now, sometimes they can't. This is where you have to be good as a manager where, all right, I'm reading this whole thing. I know he's good. He could say what's up, but I feel I've got to hook him, which is why Pep made the right decision, hooking off Bernardo Silva and making those changes that's led to the dub. Just Beston. Now, guys,
Just Beston is back. He's back.
Let me tell you about Just Beston. Yes, do you know that? Cole, get your hands off your head, man.
Yeah, I've heard.
Do you know that the last time I heard of Just Beston was before the Copa America final? And I said that, man, Argentina, could they win? And then Just Beston then said like, Argentina win the Copa America, laugh my ass off. Then when Argentina won, I didn't hear from Just Beston until now. Yeah. So Just Beston, first of all, welcome back. Second of all, what happened to Neymar would definitely win the Copa America final? So because I've not heard from you since that Copa America final when you promised me that your idol Neymar would win that. So check to it. Zidane isn't coming to Paris.
That's what I'm hearing though on Twitter. Like this is
Zidane joining PSG. Reliable supposed to report.
Yeah, apparently it's the same guy who broke the Messi one.
Look, let me see what gets French football
Zizou.
news. Because Gets French Football News are probably the most reliable guys. See, do you know why? So if Zidane goes, are they going to listen to him? And is he going to have full power?
I think Mbappe respects him, doesn't he? I think he respects him very well. I think he's well respected.
I think Zidane, right? This is my thing about Zidane. Wow. I think he is a manager who does not know how to turn average players into world beaters like how Klopp does. He's a guy who, if the team is already formatted, right? Like, let's say the team already has a group of really good players, like Neymar, Messi, and so forth. He knows how to make it work. That's why he was so successful in Real Madrid, HH. It's not really because of his coaching tactics. It's because of the individuals he had. You understand? That's why I think
three UCLs.
No, but then Car has a point though. Like, I love Zizou. I love Zizou. Like, you know, for me, he's football royalty. Like, you see Zizou, right. Hey, you know, even when he was at the Champions League final, that the camera panned to him because he's Zizou.
So like wearing his hoodie and everything.
That's the difference, though. Him coming to PSG, it doesn't matter what happens because he is French royalty.
Yeah,
like there's certain people that can walk into Paris and people will be like, you know, you have Pochettino, he was ex-captain of. No one cares about that.
But have they forgiven him for headbutting Materazzi though?
But then he did win a World Cup for them, so that's all they care about. Zizou is royalty for PSG. Zidane is royalty, and that's why if he comes to PSG, Zidane is that dude that's going to change PSG.
Can I say something, HH? I think people, I'm sorry, I'm not going to accept this anymore. A man who won the UCL 3 times, you say he has no tactics. No, I'm done.
Yeah.
Oh
That's a
no no
lie.
no 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 no
People
no.
stop this excuse of
No,
saying
It's
this. You
it's
can only
it's stupid.
aid the team. No, 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 no. 3 in a row.
No. This is what I say. One is an anomaly. Two is a coincidence. Three is a pattern. He knows what he's doing.
He knows what he
When the
does.
time you won it 3 times in a row, you know what the hell you're doing. And you
Who
can't
made the subs? Who made the subs during the games? Who made the subs?
Patrick,
Is it
you can't fluke your way to 3 UCLs in a row. That's
You can't
it's
do
impossible.
HH, you know what's so
You-
crazy? Patrick and
you-
Corin, Patrick Corin and HH, you know what's crazy?
Mm.
You know how crazy he had beef with Gareth Bell, and Gareth Bell came off the bench, scored.
And on scored 2 goals because it's Zidane.
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 He had beef, like he didn't play the dude. He didn't play in the final. And he does that. He's like,
Wait, hold on. Big up HH. Thank you for the dub, JJ Bridgman. Thank you, JJ. Big up HH. To be honest, when Frenkie left Ajax for Barca with Messi, I thought they would have popped off. But it didn't happen, and United are so damn desperate. Look, for me, I think what you see from Frenkie is that he needs daddy, and he needs daddy Ten Hag. Also, you have to also look at Koeman tax. Koeman tax exists. And for United, look, man, do you know what I find funny? Is there is a sense of desperation because even when I was on the terrace, like United are like, my gosh, Frenkie De Jong was so close to this happening and everything. And if United gets Frenkie De Jong, they're going to overrate him.
100%.
I think that Frenkie De Jong is like the second coming. He's a good quality player. But watch United fans say, we're back. United are back. We still have the amazing
100%.
pull. Frenkie De Jong, we were able to pull
better than
one of the best
Bernardo
players in the
Silva
world.
incoming? Better
Yes,
than Bernardo
yes,
Silva
they'll say
incoming.
that.
It's like, do you blame us though? Like, we need something to be optimistic and
Humble,
cheerful
no, yes,
about.
you humble yourselves. How about that? How about you humble yourselves?
You think the last 9 years didn't humble us? Like let's HH, and then
need more
also
humbling. You need more humbling.
let's not forget we're losing Pogba. Like people don't understand. Like I understand Pogba has not been it has failed. But then, like, also, like, what Pogba, when we had Pogba, even though it didn't work out, is we could always say, oh, we had Pogba. We could say that, you know? Now, the fact that Pogba is leaving, who do we have? Like,
Maguire.
McTominay? Fred?
Maguire.
You know, who can we say, like,
Patrick, if
you
Fridge
know?
isn't a player, if
Who
Fridge
can-
isn't a
but
player,
it just- who
if
can
Fridge
we
is for,
say-
for putting in food for, you know, make sure that food doesn't go bad and everything.
But then there's not generally a player that we have that other players, other fan base rates.
No.
Everyone rated Pogba. No, I don't care what anyone says. Everyone rated Pogba.
Okay,
No
you
one
know
rates
what?
Bruno.
Okay,
And
hold
no
on.
one does.
Listen, Miss B Nation, this is a red card comment. So first of all, Miss B
Whoa,
Nation,
whoa,
first,
whoa, what
first
he
of
said?
all, this is a red card comment because this is insulting on many different levels. And as a fellow black man, I resent this comment. So Miss B Nation says, Barca offering Xavi 100,000 naira.
He ain't lying though. He ain't lying though.
That's his. That's that. Inspiration. That's disgusting. That's a disgusting comment.
No,
man.
but they actually offer him chump change though. Like that's crazy.
But he's 17, bro. He's 17, man. Come on, man. All
Actually,
right.
how good is he though? Honestly.
Okay. Let's talk about. Actually, yeah. Let's talk. Let's talk homeboy. So, is he okay? Okay. I'm just gonna keep it simple. Is he overrated?
Yes.
I think so. HH.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is he okay?
But HH.
Yes,
though,
yeah. Am I missing something here? Because I'm like, why is this dude rated so highly, and why is he so coveted? Like, am I missing something here? Like,
Because
I
the
mean-
world is starving of strikers.
Let
Yeah.
me tell you something, right? If the market, right, the striker market was not so depleted and didn't really have, like, let's say it didn't really have a lot of good strikers aside from
Yeah.
Darwin Nunez, I don't think a lot of teams would have been going for Darwin Nunez, to be honest.
Yeah.
He's the only striker out there right now that you can get from the market.
Silva
Yeah.
from Leverkusen failed, didn't he? Because he was also the next best thing. Silva.
Schick,
Understand,
I wouldn't. I don't know about Schick because I think Schick is good, but the thing is, Schick already signed a contract extension, so I don't know how he would do in a club like Liverpool either. So, you know,
Yeah. No, I 100% agree. It's like the guy had a one decent season, and now he's worth 100 million or 80 million, whatever.
I
they're
mean,
asking for. It's crazy.
come on, bro. I
Yeah.
mean, like, you see, here's the thing, though. Let's not let's give Klopp the benefits of the doubt. Klopp has a very good eye for talent. So I'm saying to myself that is Klopp seeing something that we're not seeing? Or is it a case of Klopp just go along with this? Similar to
Look,
like the whole thing with Lukaku and Tuchel, you know?
if Klopp sees something in this guy and
Yeah.
brings something, I will clap hands for him because this guy has got 2 international goals. This guy failed to score against USA. This guy
USA,
apparently
yeah,
failed to score against USA.
Mexico.
This guy, somebody, you know what? People are evil, AJ. There's already a video out, and I know it's a United fan. They have already made a video of Nunez failing to control the ball, failing to hold the ball,
Oh, wait.
failing to dribble, failing to score.
No. I think shout out to Abdul, and I think I say Abdul, can you stop sending me these weird DMs? Abdul basically sends me a DM of a Darwin Nunez disaster class. So I
Yeah,
think
it's already
I
been
think
paid.
there's one where there's a cross comes and then it goes through his legs and so forth. And there's one where like he overruns the ball and everything. I'm like, basically, like, how is there a disaster class like compilation of homework? And
You
it's,
know
and
what's
it's
so
like,
sick though,
if I
AJ?
send that to Liverpool fans, you know what they will hunt me down because if you see that, 'cause I watched a minute for that video and I pressed stop because I was like, you know what, let me not do this myself. But partner, do you know how bad it is? Forget that. No.
Yes, did you see the one where he tries to do a nutmeg and he nutmegs himself?
Twitter is a sick place, man. Guys, Twitter,
You know what's so
Twitter is a
worse?
sick place.
It's-
You see,
you know-
but guys, hold on. That's the thing. I watched his YouTube comps. So this is his best, him at his best, and I was like, if this is your best, I mean,
HH, you know what's so frustrating though, right?
Neox was better.
No. But HH, guys, what's so frustrating to me is like, as a football fan, you judge things by what you see.
Yes, sir.
And then when you look at players and you
But
study
maybe
them,
we're not. Maybe we're seeing some.
But that's what I'm saying,
Klopp
it's
is a
like-
better eye for talent than us. Okay,
But-
we're just a bunch of guys who we're football guys. We don't get paid for this stuff.
With
but HH,
agendas.
I wear glasses and I wear contacts. I literally took out my contacts. I put on my glasses, trying to see if I could see something different that I missed for this Darwin Nunez guy. But it's like, I don't get it, HH. The only thing is I agree with Core. Maybe we're just people. We're just starving HH for
No.
striking talent.
Hold up. Tick. Trust in Klopp. If Klopp says, yo, this is my
but
guy,
HH.
I see something here, maybe he sees because, okay, yes, here's the thing. Here's the thing that this, so guys, what was Lewandowski like before Klopp got a hold of him?
Not great.
So my thing is that
Yeah.
Lewandowski was a
That's scary,
complete,
though.
total unknown. And look at what he made him at Dortmund. So maybe for him is that, I can take this guy myself and say, okay, let me improve your ball control, let me improve your movement, let me improve how you link up play with these guys. You already have that goal scoring touch, but let me now take it to the next level. He could take what is a guy that's maybe a rough around the edges, 1-2 seasons. Woo! What the hell is this dude?
Yeah.
Jeez.
No, 100%. The thing
Because
is also.
yes, you compare Sterling at Liverpool to Sterling after he worked
Yes,
with
that's
Pep.
true. That is true.
Two different players.
That's why HH though. There's also like a side story to this. Man United are such a loser club. We're such a loser club. Like HH, like we lost out on this guy. Apparently now I'm hearing that it is so embarrassing to a point that like Liverpool are for sure going to sign this guy, and a new manager apparently to complain just to convince this guy to come. Actually, yes, I heard a report that Ten Hag went on a plane to Portugal to convince
everything.
this guy. Everything.
So fuel, pilots, check in, check out, checking the bags, wait for your baggage.
Did he wear that suit he keeps wearing in everything?
Yes, everything. And he probably bought him like, his favorite cup of sweets or something like that. If he likes tea, he fakes a favorite brand of tea just to convince the guy to come, only for him to say no to us to go to Liverpool. It's like,
Wow.
and the thing is like, the fact that he's going to Liverpool is such an L because Man United apparently was talking to this guy for months. HH. And Man United, if we wanted to make this deal happen, we could have made it happen. For me, I don't rate the player, but But at the end of the day, it's like, club likes him, Ten Hag likes him, and he's still 22 or something like that.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
He had a decent season. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I heard like Liverpool, they also use like some extracurricular, what is it called?
That the computer thing, that the computer software or something that
but also
how the player will advance in years or something.
But also they use like quote unquote drugs apparently to enhance the players.
Are you talking about the inhalers?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Patrick, inhalers. Yep, inhalers. So if they give him a couple of those inhalers, you never know. It can be a beast. So, but anyways, no. I mean, I don't rate him, but a lot of people do. But you never know. All I'm saying is you never know.
Can I say something?
Patrick, are we seeing something? Are we missing something here? Maybe.
Can I say something though before I start?
Yeah.
I just want to. If there is somebody out there, please, somebody out there, I beg, because how sick can you be to sit down every time? Like when Lukaku was coming to Chelsea, you made a video of his bad moments, but just think about it. How do you sit down as an individual? How many hours do you put in to go pick up every bad thing and make it into 5 minutes? So they go pick up every football match, they edit it into 5 minutes, they choose the song. The songs are always cheesy.
Yeah, very cheesy. No, Patrick, see, that's the thing that just gives that. That's like a day job. That's like a day.
That's a day. Who are you? Please, if you are there,
all this stuff and be like, oh, miscontrol. Okay, boom, edit that. Oh, he missed the header. Boom, edit that. Oh, just he helped to get, and you just put it through a whole. That's times. That's basically that takes effort. That takes effort, man.
Yeah, and it's interesting because Patrick's talking from YouTube standpoints. People and HHU make videos. Patrick make videos, so you guys understand how hard it is to edit videos. It takes time. Yeah.
No. It takes time. See, that takes time. So I mean, sorry, Patrick, go for it.
Oh yeah. So basically, this guy, I've seen him multiple times. I have seen him bang in the Champions League. To be honest with you, there is a player in there, but Cole is right. I think we're starving. I think we're starving for strikers. I'm sorry, we are starving for strikers. Apart from Benzema, Lewandowski, what else is out there? Haaland was the only one shining. Somebody said something smart. A Liverpool fan said something that caught me. He's like, Patrick, I don't want to sound like a hater, but I just personally think Nunez and Haaland needed an extra season where they are before they move to big teams. And he's like, I was looking at Haaland. He's a baller. He's going to score. But I was just thinking in terms of maturity and especially strikers, maybe Nunez and Haaland should stay where they are for a season and then come to us. He's like, maybe I might be wrong. That's what he said. But for this guy, obviously, before I watched that other video, I was looking at him and say this guy can actually ball, but he needs creators.
Sorry, Patrick. Before forget, because it's funny how to say wait an extra season. Have you seen Darwin Nunez's numbers last season? Not in the past, but the season previously. They're not very good. Because I was watching ESPN FC, and I think Craig Bolly actually wrote about, like, if you looked at his last 2 seasons ago, not very good. So my thing though is, we can still apply one season wonder for this kid. What you do is, 1 season, wow,
I blame
this guy has put up numbers. Okay, who is to say that next season it's a dud? So, I mean, because for me, I just feel as if like, who is this kid? Where did he come from? And this isn't like a Lionel Messi or a Cristiano. We're like, when we saw them, we're like, oh, jeez, look at this freaking dude.
No, he was there. He's been there. There's even City apparently were sniffing around him. City just looked at him and say, but they left him because they dropped him. Apparently, he was on the list of strikers. I remember when the City reliable first wrote, he's like, Nunez was like number 5. So there must be a lot of people on top of him. I'm pretty sure Lukaku. Remember, Lukaku was also a list. I don't know how that happened. But do you know what I'm trying? I think what he's trying to say.
He was lost, Patrick. He was lost.
I know. This kid is going to cost them 85 to 100 million. I think it's going to go to 100 after
that's mad.
bonuses.
I mean, Patrick, that's madness, man.
Do you know why I'm happy, HH?
Yeah.
I hope they get him because these guys talk too much. When you guys did the 97.5 million for Lukaku, then these guys did the 80 million for Sancho. We did 100 for Grealish. These guys were laughing at us saying we would never spend ridiculous money on a player. I hope they get him, and I hope he suffers. And then we want to see those people who are saying, because you know what's going to happen now? Let's not forget this also, HH. Klopp has broken the record at Liverpool for a defender, record for a keeper, a midfield, and a wickeder. He's broken the records for positions. Now he's getting an 80 million striker, maybe 100 million after add-ons, 85 million. I want to see what Klopp is going to do. If Klopp fails with this one is 80 million. Klopp will not do like what he did to Karius. 6 million. Karius, he just threw him away. This Minamino, he's going to throw him away. He's a 7 million. This is the first time Klopp has gone to the 100 mark. Let's see what he's going to do now. I'd like to see what he's going to do if this fails. That's what I'm looking for, because I don't see the talent in this kid. I'd rather Silva, the guy, the Portuguese one from Leverkusen. I'd rather him.
No, for me, like, you know what people are saying, and I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if we look at next season and Julian Alvarez performs better than Haaland and Nunez.
He's good.
Is it Alvarez so shining more than this guy? How
Julian Alvarez is good. I'm not gonna lie to you. Maybe I'm just
see. And here's the thing: compilations. I look at the compilations of Alvarez and look at the compilation. I don't know, compilations are. It's always like they only show you the best. But Darwin Nunez's best compilation, I'm like,
this is technique. It's like you with the football. Like Julian Alvarez it seems like he's naturally talented.
Let me come to Eddie. What do you say about Darwin Nunez, man? Is this guy overrated or hyped? Like, why? Where the hell did they come from with this valuation for this kid?
I think. How are we all going, by the way, sir? Can we all hear me?
All
good, man. We can hear you.
Yeah. Let me just adjust this, man. Yeah, I think. Look, I don't know if someone said it before, but I heard the word starving, so I'm just gonna pick it up from there. I think the world is just starving for goal-scoring number 9s. That anybody who can give you 15 goals looks like the next best thing at the moment, and coaches feel like I see a young player who's fast, can score goals. Boom, I can work wonders with him. In his time to develop, man, he's still raw. I mean, Patrick mentioned the compilations of his bad moments there, but every young player has those, right? So what's the point of throwing them into the spotlight with massive transfer fees and all that? Like Lukaku at 100 million is understood. He's done it in Italy. He's done it in other places. He's played for multiple teams.
Yeah.
But Nunez at this is how crazy it is. This guy costs more than Haaland. And I've still got questions.
And he's got 2 international goals. Nunez 2 international goals.
Like that's what I don't get, man. Like, look, unless Klopp thinks he can work wonders with this guy,
he must see something. He must see something in him.
That's the only thing I see right now. It has to come down to I can coach this guy to be the best number 9 you guys have ever seen. This guy will bang in 40, 50 goals, or he's gonna flop, man. And look, I don't even think he needs just one season. I think he needs at least 2 seasons. And before stepping up to the likes of Liverpool's and Man City's, go to another club, a step up, from Benfica. I don't know about moving from Benfica to Liverpool, man, to the Premier League. Bruh.
It's a huge step up, man.
Yeah, so I wouldn't say overrated. Because basically all strikers in the world today are overrated, given the price that they're all going for.
Oh.
So I wouldn't say overrated, but yeah, I don't know if the hype is fully deserved. That's what I'll say.
Cole, what do you say?
I have a question for Eddie. So is Benzema overrated?
No, who said Benzema is overrated?
No, you said all strikers are overrated. So I was thinking.
Come on,
you're saying the new ones. You're saying the new ones.
Come on.
The new ones, right? Oh, okay, yeah.
Jovic and them.
Okay, sorry.
Remember Jovic? Jovic is the same situation, actually.
Oh, yeah.
After a season, 50
and
million.
they flopped at Real Madrid. So Cole, what are you saying?
I'm praying he plays against Ghana. I'm praying it'll be a blessing in disguise, because if he plays against Ghana, he'll be so easy to defend HH. Like that's how I see it, man. He's not good at all. HH. This guy, man, is a road man. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. And I think, like I said, he's a road man. Serious road man that we're watching here. So I think if what's uh like Eddie was saying, not even 2 years, give him like maybe 3 years or maybe 4 years more. Like this guy can probably develop more. You know what I'm trying to say? Um, I saw him in the season. That was in the group stage. He had some good moments, but the thing is, he always kept missing it. He had a good 1v1 against Norway, and he missed that too. So he's not really convincing HH. I don't like. That's what I'm saying. Like, if for me, if he plays against Ghana, I'm so confident that our boys can defend him. Like, because I don't see any danger coming from him. I really don't see any danger coming from him. He's that bad. Like, you know. I'm sorry, man. And like I said,
don't say
HH is
that's now and then you basically, let's say, concede 300 goals
no,
against
no,
the
HH,
Pilsner.
you know I'm saying this, right? You know I'm saying that, right? I think his is more of hype because like how I was saying, there is no strike. I'm so happy what Bayern is doing. There is no striker in the market right now. Like we could have gone quick and said, "Oh, let's go buy Darwin Nunez." You know what I'm trying to say? We could have done that, but we're taking our time and we thought about it and we're like, "No, this guy is not that good." You get what I'm trying to say? And the one thing I see about our defenders is our defenders. They're very aggressive. They're gonna bully him. They're gonna really bully. Like they're not gonna give him that like type of space.
You know how guys are clipping this.
Have
And
you
if
seen
this guy
African football defenders?
if this guy drops a 3-piece in November against you guys, you know you're gonna look like a complete moron.
I'm 100% certain this man will not perform against.
So guys,
100%. With the defenders we got
guys,
right now.
It's confirmed. It's confirmed. Unless Ghana beats Portugal and South Korea, Ghana are losing at least 3-0 to Uruguay, and Nunez is scoring a 3-piece. Cole, you just jinxed your own country. You realize that?
He's frozen.
Oh, he's frozen. Perfect. Perfect. Shout out to your boy who says, "Yes, yeah. Would you take Sheikh Mansour at United?"
Is that a joke? Is that a joke?
Come on, that has to be a joke. That has to be
I pray every day. I pray. You know that song by Meek Mill. I pray for times like this. I pray. I pray every day for these guys, the Glazers, to leave. I pray. I pray. Sheikh Mansour, please, help. We need your help.
This guy is starving, man. This guy is starving.
That's messed up, man. That's messed up. Shout out to your boy again who says, "The myth of Klopp turns regular players world class is a bad take. Are you telling me Klopp is going to make McTominay world class? Let's not inflate. Salah wasn't world class before he joined with Klopp. Van Dijk wasn't world class before he joined with Klopp. Trent wasn't world class before Klopp came. I mean, I could just keep going on and on. Lewandowski was a nobody before he was with Klopp. Gundogan was a nobody before he was with Klopp. Götze was a nobody before he was with Klopp. So there are several guys who were nobodies until they enrolled with Klopp, man. So come on, man. Your boy Elsie. If a 750 million injection is approved, we buy Lewandowski and
From where?
Wait, Casey. I
on Spotify.
Core and Madrid Zone are not reliable sources. I have to keep telling you, these guys are not reliable sources. So why do you keep using these dudes? Casey, that is a bald-faced lie. That's a filthy, stinking lie, Casey. Klopp bought Jota, Keita, both awful footballers. He was buying Jota just to really be like a finisher and so forth. I still think Keita is talented, but he just hasn't worked out. Look, You're not always going to get it. Well, like, look, Minamino hasn't worked out, which is why, look, Darwin Nunez could. Here's the thing: Not everything that any manager touches turns to gold. Look at Freakish for Man City. It's not happened well. Minamino and so forth. This could be a dud. It could be. Abrit's fair. I would play for Barca for free, but I need a feature on the new Shakira album. If not, they can keep hosting divorce. I mean, look,
That's sick. Yeah, it's sick and sick, man.
Abrit's fair, man. Come on, man. I mean, we didn't need to go that deep, man. Tapiwa, shout out to you, Tapiwa Mutsama. Thank you for the dub, Tapiwa. People need to wait on the overrated, underrated in general. If people don't watch the player week in, week out, or know how a coach intends to use a player, players can't be judged on YouTube compilations. We just got to wait and see. So, this is very true. But here's my thing, though. I get it. The market is messed up. Everything is inflated. But when I hear a guy is one of the most highly rated strikers, or a guy is 80 or 90 mil, you expect the guys that when you see him, oh, this guy is something. So, I'm sorry. When you look at the fee that has been talked about, you relate it to how good that player is. So if, let's say, this they were coming to spend 40 mil, I'm like, okay, that's fine. 40 mil is fine. But when I'm going into 60, 70, 80, and how people just said Darwin Nunez, it's like, okay, wait, why is this guy talked about? People talked about Neymar because just go watch anything of Neymar, like, oh, wow. Go watch anything of Eli Cristiano, wow. Go watch anything of Eli Messi, wow. Mbappe, we saw what Mbappe was doing. So Mbappe ends his stripes with regards to how good he was. I'm a bit on the fence with even Tchouaméni as well. But yeah. I think in Tchouaméni, that thing as well is like, look at how he's already broken onto the France side as well. And Tchouaméni compilation, I get it. It's only compilation. His compilation looks better than Nunez. When I saw Tchouaméni's compilation, I'm like, oh, I understand this. Box to box, very good at tackling, wins tackles, can play multiple positions, can carry the ball, very composed. I get this. I look at Darwin Nunez and the guy looked like a Uruguayan tree trunk. Bro, like the guy, he looks cumbersome.
It looked worse than the Lukaku one. It looked worse than the Lukaku
one. I mean, the Lukaku ones, bro.
I swear to you,
Patrick, no, guys. Patrick, let me be real with you. I don't think there's a worse disaster class out than Lukaku. I think the Lukaku disaster class comp might be the worst.
Easy.
It might be the worst.
Can I ask Tapio something, right? If this Nunes guy is as good as they say he is, how come when Bayern, Madrid, and the teams that were going after Haaland, they failed? Why didn't everybody start going after Nunes if he's the next best thing?
Yeah.
I haven't heard Bayern, because Bayern was secretly sneaking into Haaland. That's why Lewandowski got pissed off. Why didn't they go? Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, cool.
HH, I have something to say.
Yeah.
I'm going to make a bold statement. And listen to this.
Okay.
I think Lukaku is more useful than Nunez. So I would say Lukaku is a better striker than Nunez. I'll be honest with you.
How's that a bold statement?
Yeah, I mean,
himself.
It's not hard. It's not hard.
So Cole, you literally stopped this whole stream, and you had us like waiting for this bold, controversial thing to say that Lukaku is a better striker than a dude who just came up around the block like two minutes ago.
You compare Lukaku with Nunez, you just can't.
I know, but yeah, I know. Obviously, yeah. Shout out to your boy Mikey. Nunez has had 2 good seasons.
Seconded.
Oh no.
My guy said Almeria.
Wow, bro.
So Nunez has had 2 good seasons, one with Almeria, Segunda Division, and this season. Benfica fans said he's good but overhyped. Need a bit further still. Do you know see? And Mike is a Liverpool fan. If Benfica fans themselves are saying, okay, it's a show, yes. So Benfica fans are like, okay, you want to give us 80 for this dude who's only given us 1 good season and his other season is Segunda Division? Okay, so you see, this is what fans need to realize. This is why I'm so happy with Mike. Mike is a Liverpool fan who can still take a step back and be like, this doesn't really make sense though. But every Liverpool fan is like, oh my gosh, we are so amazing because we now have Nunes and Klopp is the right guy and so forth.
To be
You
fair,
can still
HH,
you can still criticize what your club is doing and still support your club.
actually, to be fair, on the terrace, Hussam, a very devout Liverpool fan,
Mm.
literally said, if 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 Liverpool side knew this, he would cry. He would literally cry because he doesn't rate Nunes. So there are multiple Liverpool fans that don't rate him. But then there also are the idiots that are comparing him to Luis Suarez because he
Yeah,
Yeah,
has
that's
the
it.
that's
same
They
that's
brain.
say Suarez
disgusting.
reborn. They say Suarez
Yes.
reborn. Yeah.
Wait, hold no. See, no, we cannot. No. Suarez reborn.
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
Jaws
Second-
reborn. Jaws reborn. Oh Lord.
Somebody said he's the Uruguayan Andy Cow. No. Ah. No, I couldn't.
I mean,
I
he
couldn't
does
think.
kind of with the ponytail, the little mamba,
No, Patrick, relax. Patrick, you have to relax. Patrick, you have to like you see, that's going too far. Patrick, you have to just hold. Just
I
hold.
felt bad for Hussam. Hussam said that, bro, Liverpool were linked to Pulisic and was it Darwin Nunez? He said, bro, what do you want me to do? He's like, what do you want me to do at this point? He's like,
Hold up. Abdullah Mami says, Toad B, that's rude. LL hates Pep due to rejecting CFC. How can I hate a guy that doesn't know how to win a UCL without Xavi and Messi? I understand. I understand where you're coming from there. Haaland has more goals than Nunez.
He needs what has in this guy. Oh my god.
This can be true. That can be true. That can be true. I refuse to believe that's true. Nunez is 65 mil. Still a bit much. You think? But I'm hearing could be 80 to 90 to even 100. Ice Freezy. Nunez plays like a Somali and Core. Are you German?
I'm Ghanaian. I'm Ghanaian.
I thought you said that you are half German.
No, he
Oh yeah,
denounced.
I'm German, half Ghanaian.
Did you
You
denounce?
have what?
Wait. So hold on. Core. You're half German, half Ghanaian.
What I mean is, right, like my favorite football and everything is from Germany, but I'm Ghanaian.
So how does that make you half though?
So Core, are you half German or not?
I don't have to speak the language. I could be from Germany. I could like say I'm half German, half Ghanaian.
Have you been to Germany, Tor?
No, I haven't been to Germany. I want to. I want to go to Munich.
Wait. Are your ancestors from Germany?
Was it?
Are your ancestors from Germany?
No. My ancestors are not from Germany. They're from Ghana. No, they're from Ghana. They're from Ghana. I'm 1% German. 1% German on the DNA test.
Oh, seriously?
Are you actually
Yeah.
1% German?
Yeah, in the DNA
What?
test.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move to our last topic, man. Let's move to our last topic. So actually, if we want to come to Eddie first with this one, man. Now this isn't the Jesus, but this is a Jesus, man. He's most likely to go to live man. Because I want to come to first Eddie, then to Patrick. So Eddie, Jesus at Chelsea, good signing or trash signing? Keep it real.
I mean, Chelsea been paying for their sins with number 9, so Jesus is coming to save him, eh?
That's a great way of viewing it. That's a great way. Okay.
I'm so I want to look at this and I need to review it properly. I won't say it's a terrible signing right now, but I won't go as far as saying it's a great signing. And the reason why I say that is I want to go back and review Tuchel's history. I was thinking about this last night. So we're morning here in Australia. And I was thinking, I said, which natural number 9 has looked good under Tuchel? across Dortmund and PSG. Aubameyang is one of the best players who's scored goals, but he's not a number 9 per
Mm.
se. So that just got me thinking, Jesus might actually work on that Tuchel
In
because
in the system that we have with the
yeah,
back three and so forth.
yeah, in the system they have not just the back three, but the fluidity he wants in the front three and how he wants to move players around and all that kind of stuff. Especially, I'm gonna repeat it again. I don't care if people get tired of it. If we get the us, put anybody at number 9. Chelsea are cooking. But with the way he likes his front three playing, I think Jesus might actually work because let's not make a mistake about it. If Jesus signs tomorrow, we're not expecting 35 goals.
No,
We're not expecting 40 goals.
no.
Right? What I think Tuchel's looking for is give him 3 to 4 players who can score 10 to 15 goals.
But see, Eddie, and that's where I want to go to. If do Chelsea have the pieces that can surround Jesus for him to be effective? That's my worry.
At the moment, no. At the moment, no. I mean, and it'll depend a lot on what they do in the summer, right? Because, all right, let's see who they have. Pulisic, I reckon he'll stay. Pulisic and Havertz are probably the only two that I could say, okay, can give me 10 to 15 goals. Ziyech is more of a creator. He doesn't give you 10, 15, right? Lukaku might be gone at the start of next season. He's another one, but you think Jesus is coming to replace the whole as striker, right? So that's why I'm not going to account for Lukaku in this. Timo Werner, been him. He can go as well. So I'm only looking at Pulisic and Havertz, and you need bodies in there. You need probably again the Us and Jesus coming in. Keep that front three as fluid as possible. It might work. My only worry with that is when it comes to the big games, when you get to your Champions Leagues and all that, you need that guy. This is the problem Man City have at the moment, which is my issue with that transfer, right? Because City have this issue where in the big moments, you don't know who's going to stand up. Everyone's looking to De Bruyne to stand up, but even when those chances are created, there's nobody to take it up front. So, Chelsea fans got spoiled with Drogba, right? You all knew what time it is when Drogba came on. I don't think Chelsea have anyone in that mold at the moment that can come in and just take over a game, which is
Don't
my worry
forget
with
Costa. Don't forget Diego Costa. Underrated.
Yeah, Diego Costa done that in the Premier League, but I don't think he done it in the Champions League for Chelsea. He was a bull. That's why I didn't mention him as much. But Drogba is the one example we can go to. Like when he came on, it was go time. So I don't think Jesus gives me that feeling. Of okay, when he comes on, defenders are shaking in their boots.
Basically, Drogba, Costa, he can get that goal. He can't be the main striker. He can't be
exactly.
The main striker.
So that's why I'm a bit worried with transfer because look, it's nice to win cups. It's nice. It'll be good to win the Premier League, but we all live for the CL. Come on, like we all live for the big game. Even in the Premier League, we all live for the big games, like the games against Liverpool's, Man City's, games against Arsenal's. All these teams that will have a plan for you on how to nullify you. You need that presence up front because I can already see it coming. Chelsea fans are going to start crying for that once he just comes. He'll give you a 10, 15 goals. It's going to look like the Liverpool front. Okay, the way Chelsea's front three is going to look, or front four, will be a less potent version of the Liverpool front four. And I don't think I like it. So that's just the way I'm going to put it. Because you don't have a Salah that'll give you 30 goals. You don't have a Mane who will give you 20 goals and 10 plus assists. You just have nice players who give you 10 to 15 goals, 8 to 12 assists, and that's it. I still need that guy up front that's like a bully.
So if Jesus was available, would you say Chelsea go in for him? Or they have to get other guys around him? Like, okay, put it this way. Let's say Chelsea don't get any other attacking options. All they have are those dudes. Do you go for a Jesus? Because your argument could be he's a better version of Werner. He's more mobile. He runs fast. He can be direct. So those positions that Werner puts himself in, Jesus can be in there and he can now convert them. As opposed to that's moron.
My question is who are you keeping in the Chelsea attack? Because some of them have to go, right? Who are
Bro, Eddie, I'm
who
with
are
you.
your two
Eddie,
that you're keeping?
this is what I said at the Terrace. Ziyech can go, Mount can go, Pulisic can go. I would still keep Havertz. I still believe in Shaw, and that's about it. Because I think that we need to replace the attack. Because I think Dembele needs to come in, and I think that's basically I would be happy with Ziyech, and Mount. I'd be happy for them going. Pulisic, I'd be happy, but sometimes that there's something in there. I believe there's something in there on that that useless idiot. But I'm like, I don't know whether I can have enough faith for because I know you can come in and actually be money in the individually. I know you can do that because police the sick on form with Usman Dembele and Jesus. That's an attack, Eddie. That attack can do something.
I think I see it different. I think Ziyech might ball with your Dembeles and Jesuses because what you're looking at.
But if you're bringing Usman Dembele, he's gonna you assume he's gonna play on the right. That's where Ziyech plays.
But look again, like I said, it's gonna be fluid, right? So he's not gonna be stuck on the right. He's gonna start on the right, but he might move around throughout the game. And what I see with Ziyech is he's gonna have players who have that IQ to be able to get into space, who'll be able to find the ends of the crosses that he puts in. Because at the moment, who's an off the ball runner? Which is why another reason why I actually like the Sterling links that Chelsea had. Chelsea don't have that many off ball runners who can get to space. Timo Werner is a road runner. He just wants to get the ball, and run straight.
Just run.
Pulisic just wants to get the ball and run at brick walls. Who else? Cho, his game is on the ball as well. Havertz, a bit off the ball, but he's not that guy that you'd expect at the end of the kind of crosses that Ziyech puts in. When you talk about your Jesus, even the Us, although Us is more on the ball as well, and your Sterling's players like that are players who get on the end of the crosses that Ziyech can put in. And I'm not saying Ziyech will be a starter. He's only going to come in, as a rotational player as well. So he's one I'll keep. Pulisic is one I'll keep as well. I just believe he's got something. I don't know why he hasn't shown it at Chelsea. But again, he's not one that I will start specifically. So if you told me the front three was the Us, Havertz, and Jesus, I'm not entirely unhappy.
I can work with that.
Yeah, exactly. I can take that. And you've got maybe your Pulisic and Ziyech coming off the bench. Hey, we'll take that. Don't play me out in that front three.
Hell no, Patrick. Look, Patrick. So I suppose Jesus, you're happy to dispose of him. He never really. Did you ever rate Jesus as a player? Because Patrick, my assessment is I still think Jesus is a talented player who is in the wrong team.
Yeah. Look, HH, people are a bit. I've always been unfair to this guy. This guy is talented, and what I fear the most is he's going to dunk on us. I have a feeling he's going to dunk on that Man City defense. He will do it. Jesus would rip that Man City defense. No, Man City fans, whether you like it or not, I have a feeling this guy, wherever he goes to Arsenal, Chelsea, or Spurs, this will be the guy who's going to dunk on us in UCL. This is Look at this face. This is the guy who's going to dunk on us. Because people forget that when Jesus came in from Brazil, right? He came in with flair. He was beating people. I'm not trying to say anything against Pep. My fellow Man City fans, don't get angry. But I look at football in a certain way. This guy is a street baller. These are street ballers. Neymar, these guys are street ballers. If you chain them like what Pep does to players, he chained him. He changed his game. I noticed that when Jesus came, he was beating people, nutmegs. He beats people, flair. They drop him down. But I think Pep told him, "Oh no, my guy, this is not the place. I want you to do this, to do that." It's actually Pep who made Jesus the individual he is today, made him a striker who doesn't sit around the box. I don't know if people know that. It's Pep who made this kid to be going all the way to right back. I'm not saying it's wrong, but it's Pep who made him all the way go back to left back. Those are the instructions from Pep. And
So
people,
saying that Pep took away from his game.
Pep has done that to players. It makes them look good. He teaches you position sense. But what I'm trying to say is, I think Jesus is not a player who you have to chain that much, especially these Brazilians. You don't have to chain them. I don't know if Pep has ever coached a Brazilian. Was he coaching Neymar? Did Pep take the?
No. But I think he might have had Thiago, who I still view as Brazilian.
Oh,
He had Thiago Alcantara.
then he threw him out to Bayern. Then from Bayern,
Yeah.
yeah. Like, look, all I'm trying to say to people is, believe it or not, even in the UCL, Jesus has shown up in the semis. He's shown up in the big games. He shows up. He's the one in the quarterfinals who troubled Madrid. In the other quarterfinals, he's the one who troubled the other people. But the thing about Pep is, this kid shows up in those big games. Guess what he does? Next game, bench. Jesus shows up, scores 2 goals. Next game, bench. Jesus gets 7 assists at the beginning of the season, bench. What else can Jesus do? Like, people should forget that even though we blame this kid, Pep has got blame to take on this kid. He shows up in the UCL, bench. Jesus had a beautiful game, 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10, bench.
So why do you think he does that? And if he plays well, and we assume that things are a meritocracy, why is he subbing him off then after having a
I don't like, at the end of the day, obviously, maybe it's just the fact that Pep is looking for, it's just maybe, I think Pep, believe it or not, even though some Man City fans would deny it, Pep is looking for, I think he was trying to say, you know what, I can do the first 9 thing. I can do Jesus once in a while there and there. Jesus, I think, in a stable team where somebody believes in him, I think Jesus will be banging in goals. Jesus will have faith. If you let him off the chains, don't make him track back too much. Track back, but not as much as he's been made by at City, where sometimes he ends up as a centre back. I think he'll bang in goals. But I think Pep now I think he's so hungry for that UCL. You've noticed he's going for somebody like Alvarez. He's going for somebody like Haaland, who are hungry for goals right now.
Yeah.
I think he's like, you know what? Because he was trying to convince Jesus to stay as a winger. And Jesus as a winger was cooking. You can see even in Brazil, he's cooking. All I'm trying to say, Kate, is many City fans, some of them don't want him to go, but they understand that Jesus apparently says, I'm 25 years old and I've always I'm a striker, so
Yeah.
I want to become a striker. But I'm telling you, HH, there's something that tells me that this is the guy who is going to dunk on us. I have a feeling that this is the guy who haunt us. You know, one of those people who come back and score. This guy will do that. And HH, you've said it yourself. Where Aguero failed, Jesus actually succeeded. Let's be honest. Aguero used to freeze in quarterfinals, later group stages with big teams. Jesus was scoring. If you look at Jesus in the Champions League, Jesus actually was scoring. And if you look at his goal per minute, Jesus actually has got good goals per minute, and he has got a lot of goals for somebody who comes off the bench. Now, I'm telling you, this guy, all he needs is faith. But I don't know, Pep. I don't understand the relationship, because it's you who made him. It's you who made this kid become this sort of striker. You did not like Aguero because Aguero was standing in the front. Then Aguero started doing what you want. But when Jesus came as a kid, Jesus was staying in the box, around the box. But if you look at Jesus' hit map after Pep, it's in the sides, at the back, sometimes way at the back. Who taught him that? Pep. Then after you teach him that, you say goodbye. I want a killer.
But see, this now confuses me though, because how is he going to utilize Haaland?
I don't know.
Because my assumption is Haaland should be a guy where his heat map is inside the 18-yard area. Because surely he's not expecting Haaland with that body frame to be moving around wing and so forth and everything.
I don't know, man. Like this is what I keep saying, people, and the people, obviously some people come after me saying, why are you blaming Pep? But yes, aside, I'm pretty sure you also saw when Jesus came. This kid used to be a freak of nature. He was the next best thing. But trust me, this kid was chained by Pep, and it's Pep who made him into this sort of striker. I blame him. It's him who made him that go track back. Oh no, I don't want you there. Because when Jesus came, he was doing tap-ins. He was in the box, headers, always around the box. After a few seasons, I remember during an interview, Pep was like, "Oh, the kid is too excited. We're gonna have to teach him to calm down and to pick his moments." After a few seasons, Jesus started.
And also because, which is why it's weird, because why was Jesus even heralded? It was because what he was doing for the Brazil team. And in that Brazil team, you had great creative players that like Man City do, and he just was just having tap-ins, movements, tap-ins, because right place, right time, because he would just feed off of the creativity of all of the Brazilian guys around him, which is why they did well in the Olympics and so forth under Tite. So I was thinking that City, you have something almost similar. You have all these creative midfielders, creative right backs, and so forth. Keep him inside the box and let him just finish things off. But look, I mean, Pep, he does what he does, man. I mean, Yasir, what do you think about Jesus, man? Yasir.
I don't know. You know, it's a little bit sad, you know, like, because the kid, like Patrick said, the kid came when he was a kid.
Yeah.
And I looked at his age right now, he's 25.
Yeah.
So you're like, I remember he was just like a teenager when he came to Man City,
Yeah.
out of nowhere from Brazil.
He didn't even have the beard or the mustache.
And for me, it's like, I always say this, HH, you know, I also do coach HH at times. You know, I don't coach now because I'm too busy. But when you coach, and this is a younger level as well, especially kids, you see talent, and it's harder to coach talent harder to coach a player that has a lot of talent versus a player that doesn't have a lot of talent. Because a player that doesn't have a lot of talent, he's very methodical what they do. You tell them what to do, you tell them how to play, and they will do it.
It's sponge, yeah.
Like Henderson. So you're talking about Henderson.
Exactly, Patrick.
Yeah.
But then it's like Patrick was saying, like sometimes when you constrict a talent, you take away what the player was good at. You know, it's this whole thing. I had a problem with the whole Leroy Sané. I didn't like the way Pep was playing Leroy Sané because I'm like, no, this kid's talented. Let him do his thing. Give him that freedom. But it was Pep. Come on, we saw the documentary. Everyone sit down.
No. But
you know,
I think yesterday for Pep, there is no room for individuality.
Yes,
there's no room for just an individual just to express himself and so forth. And maybe this is why he's finding it difficult in UCL, because what did he have at Barcelona? Messi, a guy who was a freak of nature who could just do something out of nothing. Because Messi was still part of the system, but Messi did nothing. And sometimes you need to just trust in players just to be like, you know what, do something that's not even on the preparation. Just go off the hymn sheets, go off the blueprints, and just do something. It's very much team, micromanage. There's no room for experimentation.
No, 100%. And it's like, because
Jesus has skill. This guy has skill.
And the thing is, like, so the question is, where is he gonna go? For me, I think the most interesting place for him to play in, it's not Arsenal. I don't rate Arteta, people. Like, I don't. I feel like if he goes to Arsenal, I don't know. I just want to see Jesus play his brand of football.
I think Jesus would actually work at Arsenal. Jesus would actually work at Arsenal.
But for me, it's just like, okay, then where's he gonna play? You want him to be a striker, and I'm like,
why not choose Chelsea over Arsenal though?
No, I think that the way Arsenal play and how they operate, I think Jesus, Martinelli, and Saka, with how Arsenal play, would suit Jesus' play style.
You know what I want to see though. This people might think I'm crazy, but I would like to see him at Tottenham. I would like to see him under.
Where is he gonna go?
I would like to see him under Antonio Conte.
Where does he play?
Where is he gonna play?
I don't have the answer to that. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that, but we also have to give credit to Antonio Conte. Antonio Conte can do wonders with players.
They bid 40, didn't they? Spurs are funny. They threw in 40. They knew that Arsenal is negotiating. Spurs came with 40.
But Patrick, you saw what he did with Lukaku. Let's be honest. Lukaku at Man United was a lot of the clips that we see today from Lukaku is from United.
So is he gonna play two, like Martinez and Lukaku, something like that?
Oh, he can play. He can play. Because like the Martinez and
he already has Son and Kane. He's not gonna. It's not gonna work.
There's no room for him, bro. There's no room for him.
But he could also, I don't know. I mean, it's. I would like to see him at top. The problem is Arteta's gonna do. He's gonna try to play him as a striker, and as a lone striker
And it's
up
going to
top.
make him do what Pep does, because I think that's what
Exactly.
he's looking for, to
So
be
it's like
tracking back.
so like the thing is like you're gonna buy him. He's gonna be a marquee signing, and then like you're gonna expect him to do something that I don't think that's not him. I feel like for him, he will play. I feel like you got to give him more freedom. I don't, you don't want Gabriel Jesus to be too constrained, or else he's gonna be like, well, I'm 100% sure if Arteta signed him, he's trying to make him a workhorse, or a guy that like
Yeah.
literally like a
Yeah.
Firmino type of guy where he like literally presses from the front, and I don't think that's Jesus. I think that restricts him a lot. I don't know why, but then I would love to see him under Antonio Conte in that system. I mean, because look, Harry Kane is the tree trunk looks kind of nice. HH, the guy was having takers. HH was, hey, is that Kane? And he was creating. He made a tree trunk creative. So no, and then so either I would it'll be interesting Chelsea though. Chelsea is an interesting one, HH. But the problem I have with Chelsea is Chelsea has a lot of players that are quite similar. That's my problem with Chelsea.
Who's
It's like,
similar to Jesus at Chelsea?
Yeah, like
no, not Jesus generally, but I'm saying like, okay, you have Jesus.
okay.
Then what do you do with all the other players? Like,
You sell them,
Yes,
bro. Look,
you sell
this
the
is-
losers.
This is,
What?
this is what I don't get. Yeah, how is it Man City are allowed to sign players before selling, but then Chelsea have to sell to buy? Brother, I want to build for next season. I fill my squad. Whoever doesn't fit, you either get sold or go play with the kids in development. Bro, it's a simply I don't get this nonsense that says, oh, we've got too many. There's been a loan army for a reason. Get them out on loan. Because this is the advantage Chelsea have this season. It's a World Cup season. They all want to play. So if I sign a player to take your position, guess what? I don't even have to find you a club. You're going to go find the club yourself, because you don't play, you're not going to the World Cup. Simple equation. Chelsea can't be sleeping like this, man. This is the nonsense I hear from Chelsea fans. Oh, we're going to wait for Chelsea to sell. Folk can buy.
No,
And guess what? We'll get to August when it's like the end of the rave and all the buff things are gone and you're getting all the dead food. Nah, man, come on. Get Jesus while he's there right now. Get good players while they're dead. Kunde, why are we sleeping on that? Dembele.
Yeah,
Come
no,
on,
you have
man.
to strike when the iron is hot, man.
I
Because
have to
again,
watch Ziyech and Werner next season.
yeah, no, because Chelsea can't be procrastinate FC like United, man. No.
Procrastinate.
Wait, hold on. Let me
Nah,
say this.
man.
So your boy David, he says, and I think this is in reference to Core. Core is as German as Matikash is Polish. But he did his DNA. He said he's 1% German, man. But I don't believe him, man. Yes says Anelka over Nunez and Haaland. Yeah,
Yes.
100%.
Nicholas
100%, yeah.
Anelka. Really?
Chris Opie. Heavy stepovers versus Eric Garcia gets a 80 million evaluation. # Latino teams. that's harsh, man. That's
By the way, that previous dub was an insult to Anelka. People don't know what they're talking about.
yeah, like Anelka was a damn he was top 5 in the world at the point. David C. Nunez is a Maguire type situation for every team. Oh, as in what sense? Overspending? Because Maguire was 80 mil. Yes, how much was Maguire? Wasn't it 80 mil?
Yeah, he was 18 mil. And also, I read something about Nunes HH that Man United, so Ten Hag flew to Portugal to meet with Jorge Mendes, and then Man United are willing to give him Benfica 100 mil. HH, it's daylight robbery. We get people like this. Ben, what Benfica is doing? They should go to jail. They should go to jail for this, man.
That's
Do
why
you know,
Benfica.
do you know
are
this is
saying
going to be
nothing
bad
right
for
now.
you guys? It's going to be bad for
100%.
United. If you pay 100 and he fails, my God. We'll forget about Jack. We'll forget about Lukaku.
Oh yeah, we will. We will.
We will come for you.
HH, didn't you say Grealish passes the eye test?
He
Oh
does.
no. Yeah, he does.
does.
But he's just not done well at City, and I think that 100 mil for him. Even Pat will admit that, bro. The guy hasn't lived up to the 100 mil price tag.
Do you remember the Pep
Consistently.
thing? Do you remember HH, the Pep thing I was talking about? Did you hear Jack what he said at the end of the season? He
What did he
says
say?
he says I'm confused. Where should people in the news are saying, where's that Jack who dribbles? Where's the Jack who beats a man? But at the end of the day, I'm told not to lose the ball. So do I lose the ball and piss off my manager, or do I dribble? It's like I can see that I can see that I can score here. But
Mm.
if I lose the ball, is he going to slap me? He said something like that. So do you see? That's the thing where I
Pep.
think these players, when they come the first season, this is what they're told, and they're like,
Mm.
Maris used to be the same thing. He was confused. Should I dribble or pass the ball? And people said Maris should go.
When I knew that Pep was a very certain kind of manager was Copa del Rey final, Barca against Real Madrid, and I think so. This was like extra time, and then he was just obviously speaking to the Barca guys on the pitch, and then Pep said that when you have the ball, pass, pass, and pass again, and pass and pass again, and when you pass the ball, pass again and pass again, pass again. It's something he just drills into guys. And my thing about football is that you have to have a balance. Yes, your general philosophy can be passing, but you have to trust your player's ability to be like, if you see an opportunity, dribble, run with the ball. Okay, if you lose the form, fine. Just make sure that you take a calculated risk. Don't take a risk that will be bad for us, like let's say on a counter. But if you see that you can do something imaginative that is different, go for it. But I just feel like if City are so entrenched in this whole passing thing, which has been great. See, it has been great in the Premier League. But I think that in the UCL, you need something a little bit much more different and something a little bit much more imaginative in the UCL. But in the EPL, it works. The whole thing of pass, it obviously works.
That's why he got so lucky. That's sorry, Patrick, I apologize. That's why he got so lucky with Messi. You know, people don't understand how lucky. Like Pep
Messi,
Messi.
And that's also without Messi, he doesn't win all those trophies. See,
Because
Messi was that supernova who yes, you have all this person, but I'm that magician who you can't quieten me. And he knows that you can't keep Messi quiet because this guy's talent is too obvious.
yeah.
Like, no, Barnes can do some stuff. I'm sure Lewandowski and Robin could do some stuff, but I think that they can't do anything to the level that Messi can. So he was very lucky that he had a Messi. Because, bro, like, that thing that Messi did in the 2011 semi, that's run that they went on, that was all part of the plan. But Messi just said, no, screw it. I'm just going to go for it.
But specifically, like one of the most amazing talents that Messi has is his ball control, especially when he's dribbling with the ball. Messi does not lose the ball. That's the thing. Like in terms of like the whole pass thing, right? When Messi takes the ball and he dribbles with it and he bounces off players, like that in other players, you know, like when they do that, they will lose the ball. You know, they will get, you know, a player, you know, they will get body checked. They will lose their balance and they'll lose the ball. But when Messi is like, you do that, he just bounces off of you and he continues his. So like even Pep knew is like, hey, I mean, pass. But Messi, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah. Just quite a fair. Just bought a Yakubu jersey in honor of HH #culture. Well, maybe you should try and burn it. You know, I don't know why you bought it, but maybe it makes good.
I'm gonna watch that video again.
Which Yakubu? Is it Thomas Partey Yakubu? Thomas Partey has changed his name to Yakubu. Jacob
Yeah,
Yakubu.
I saw that.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
he became Muslim.
Became Muslim.
So he's Jacob Yakubu.
But he's still gonna bear Partey at Arsenal, but his name's now Yakubu.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because of the girl from Morocco.
So Haaland 135 career goals. Okay. Oh wow. Haaland 135, Nunez 101 appearances.
Bro, keep this moving, man.
But no, that is hilarious though. English Talent FC says LC Fati is Camp Nou marriage's priest. Cho has a UCL. God damn, man. You know, that's a bit harsh, man. Look, respect Fati and stop calling him Fatima, please.
That's
respect
fluke,
Fati.
by the way. That UCL is a fluke. That team is trash, HH.
One World Cup is all it takes. GOAT title for me. #Dua Lipa. Now, if Cristiano wins the World Cup, first of all, for me to accept a World Cup win, he's going to be the best player, top scorer, and he has to score the winning goal in the World Cup final. Without those things, I will not recognize his World Cup wins. So
it's Cancelo and Bernardo are carrying them recently.
There we go. LC Mounts is a better player than 4 goals Chovid. No, I'll say he's more effective, but he's not a better player than Cho. Yeah. CR7 Army calling for HH support. #World Cup. #official goals. Hell no. Support yourself. I'm not
HH, I pray every day, right? For you
Yes, sir.
to wake up one day and then your heart is filled with so much love for CR7.
I strongly doubt that will ever happen, bro.
That's
That's
one day.
Wait a minute. What happened, HH? I thought you said he's your GOAT.
The truth came out.
Yeah. No, yeah, he's my coach. He's my coach. He's my coach. Yeah, he's my coach. No, but you know,
Lies.
because it's simple. When I type Ronaldo in Google or Bing, I want R9 to show up. And my beef with Cristiano has always been when I type Ronaldo, he shows up. And I don't want to have to type Ronaldo 9 or R9. So my beef with Cristiano is change your effing name to
And
Cristiano.
he stole the name, didn't he? I heard he stole the name.
Of course he stole it. Do you know that Ronaldinho's name is Ronaldo? But because he played with Ronaldo, he called himself like Little Ronaldo, so Ronaldinho. And when Ronaldo was around, he went as Cristiano. Only when he retired did he change. Change your name back to Cristiano. That Ronaldo name is a trademark. Only one guy has that freaking name, which is Ronaldo. So my beef with him is that he stole Ronaldo's name. He stole his name. Yes. Any news on Timber? Hashtag Interest FC. Hashtag Admiration FC. Any news?
Apparently, he's gonna
Timber.
sign a new contract for Ajax and stay.
What if United don't get any signings this summer? Will you
HH
self-harm?
then Eric Ten Hag should simply quit. If he doesn't, then he's stupid. Then he must be stupid. Then he has no. Then the guy is an idiot. If I was Eric Ten Hag, I don't get a single signing, I will quit. I will walk away. I will tell United to F off, and I will leave.
He should stop buying agents coffee. Going for coffee with agents. He should stop doing that. Wasting money on coffee.
George Mendes. Oh, just a beg doing Darwin Nunez. Oh man.
Wait, why? What did George Mendes do?
He went to buy him coffee. He traveled.
So he actually went to Portugal after George
beg.
Mendes.
So he went all the way to
Darwin
Portugal
Nunez.
to start twerking for your boy.
Yeah, to beg.
I mean, look. Like, look. Yes, I don't mean to be rude, man, but your club has fallen, man. I'm sorry, man.
You know, HH. You know what's crazy though, right? Because I talked to a lot of United fans about this. I always think about. I was like, where has it all gone wrong? What happened? HH. You know, if you look back at like the history and everything, and especially during the Fergie time, what Fergie done was actually insane, and it is what it is, right? HH, the moment United is under Moyes, the moment United finished 7th, the bubble of invisibility burst. And it's been done ever since.
But do you know what I always say? I always say that he should have given Moyes a summer. As bad as that was the very first season without Fergie. You should have just given him at least one summer and see what happens. The fact that he was so trigger happy that you sacked him, that's what began this whole sack, and that's what United are right there. Because see, let's be real, United don't have the same stature in football than anyone else does. People that believe that's they're deluded. They just have that fear factor. Like as of right now, between United and Man City, you play
what about Van
City's
Gaal?
history because of Pep. What do you mean by Van Gaal?
Van Gaal, I thought did a better job with United. I ain't gonna
Dan.
hold you. Then
Better job than who?
I think he did a better job than David Moyes. This is my honest opinion.
What do you mean by you
Yeah,
think?
but
Of
Moyes was
course
not
he
given
did.
time.
Yeah,
But
Moyes had
given
like
time.
one season and then he was sacked, man.
But that's
And
the thing.
then he
Like,
took over just after Fergie.
Wait a minute. Is your most success like the manager with success is
Mourinho.
is Mourinho, who you insulted?
Yes.
Wow.
Mourinho is the most successful manager at United. Hold on. Okay, Dajo RF says, yo, when are we going to talk about... Okay,
It's happening, HH. It's happening,
You see, guys, Real Madrid fans, well done, you won the UCL. Congratulations, well done on getting Tramenia and so forth. You're never getting Reece James. Reece James is going to be coming. Now,
it's just heartbroken.
do you want Mason Mount? I can give you Mason Mount for 20 mil.
Clip
His
it,
price.
clip it.
I'm very happy to give him for 15. Take Mason Mount for 15. So
Alonso for free.
feel free to take Mason Mount. Reece James is unsellable. Reece James is going nowhere. And Real Madrid, I tell you right now, if Real gets Reece James, man, I will report to you to UEFA. You will get reported. So hands off Rejay. Hands off Rejay.
that's
What? Oh, is this real?
yeah. Because United, there's only two managers
Fedmost.
that has
So
ever.
Fergie and Homeboy.
Sir Matt Busby.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look, man. And you were insulting this dude, man. Look at you guys. Sane without Pep has fallen off. Pep made
Yeah,
him
true.
better.
Yeah, true.
No, but HH, the start of the season, let's be honest, Sane was incredible. The start
Yeah,
of the
but
season
it's
was
not. It's not
I'm gonna
17,
say
18. It's not
I'm
17,
gonna
18
say
style.
Oh no,
Nagelsmann
no, it's not
tax.
17-18 level, but he had some glimpses of 17-18.
I'm still no, but I'm saying Nagelsmann tax. I'm saying Nagelsmann tax.
Yeah.
I
It's just,
think that give him time. That dude is way too talented, and I think he's too talented. And he just the way that he plays, Pep was the wrong manager for him
I'm gonna
because that
say
guy needs to be
this,
given full freedom. Yes, sir.
and it might be an unpopular opinion, but Bayern Munich will suffer by allowing Hansi Flick to leave.
Oh
They will suffer, HH. They will suffer.
no,
Like,
you
they
see, I
will.
thought that he left willingly. The fact that he was actually sort of forced out. Oh, I was like, how, why?
Yeah, they were looking for Nagelsmann all along. They were plotting, and that's why Lewandowski is pissed off because they're also plotting for Haaland behind his back. They were talking to him about his contract. Then they stopped and then went to Haaland last minute and started pushing everything. Then when they failed, they came back.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. So yes says, does United have a curse because of the devil on their badge? No, they have a curse because of what they did in 08 by forcing John Terry to
It was
slip.
no. That was a fair. Your
No,
captain
no.
John Terry slips, and he had audacity.
It was
He had
your own
audacity
captain.
when he didn't play in the
Everyone
Champions League final to wear a full kit and lift the. But
That was
that
disgusting.
guy,
That was disgusting. That was disgusting. Guys, look, man, it's been swell. I want to shout out to your boy Eddie, shout out to your boy Patrick, shout out to your boy Yassi, shout out to your boy Cole. It is also, guys, we'll be back here on Saturday for the open hangout. Open hangout for all of you guys here and so forth, guys. Remember, guys, like the video, subscribe if you're new, hit that like button, guys. Please, guys, before you leave, please hit that like button, and I'll see you guys for the Saturday open hangout. Peace, 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 peace.